escuchando Ghana's #1 sports station. Prince OBIBA POAKWA Brown here. And me lead the Happy Sports team ni nyina wo dwumadie we so. Efiri sabre ya kosisa opremo ebeto no. Eye finsem ene amanone nsem ene de bro wo dwumadie so. Happy Sports team ni nyina aye krado. Efiri Juliva ahahyeso ebesi eye Emmanuel Fesua Piaso. Obia aye krado yie papa ye de dwumadie ebrewo. Owura Ofesua Pia ede omemu hansem nyina ebeba. Ansa na no na kwaku ansa Albright ede yan akọ amanone ene yede ohaw ne sen ebebro ewo dwumadie so na anopai sanso ena yede praise and worship ebeba fantastic Joel Shena tanso ebetena se na anopai Collins Nana Amwaku Junior ena etwa yego ewo Facebook Simono aye kradwe na anopai pa energy no ewo soro. It is time for the champions. Stand up, stand up. We are your champions. And your transfer dia na a championship and yaman kwani de brewo. Goodness me, and we are the Bayana of South Africa, Black Queens. As it was expected, I'm a boy a cameo yentimi ansimu ej. Yaniti munebe kasa enano pay far away in Morocco and as a Morocco. Sanso ena ye busase we de eyasembusa keke eni yebuso ye busase ushe performance any the outing any the showing Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko edanedi etia bitterest rivals na are they ready to compete in Africa? Are they ready to compete in Africa? Na yesembusa biemu we de yesembusa keke yese ohwe ya supporters ebe piemu ewa Accra Sports Stadium ewa President Cup no na ye papa na atmosphere no eye den ye be ya ye betimi sustain sa ade we Unu say Club World Cup so semi-final games no chase ne yetna si in some way any de ka ho ne de bebrɛ wo ese agudie mu nsɛm na no pɛyi dwumadie na pack papa na no pɛyi ni coach Christopher Nimli ebedi nkomo was ye na Black Queens coach oni team a ekoba unu sɛ untimi no na wakoye system wa start play no te say ase ubetimi ahyew mo na ne omo kobo ahyew mo wasi debi ye beka sansem we ni nsem bi e ka ho na no payi amadamfo ba ko eye na wodenti ntentem a we de ma menye we kura ansa na afamani so enti ma menye ebi wo ha na efamani so enu ase na madamfo pa na odi na woda na afamani so mentimi anka ye pon show no no frɛ me na me si ho fa che me amadamfo ye frɛ no eye Fifi Malik or ye sports journalist or ye blogger or ye photographer or ye videographer or ye niyama or ye bojuma pa ene eye na woda yes mimi ene da so ye Fifi Malik ene eye na woda mema happy fantastic birthday from HappySports team ni nyina Fifi ene yema woda pa nyankopon kan won showding on show ma baby a wodo na be sie ne bia enye kama enfema Joel atanasi Joel me mwakwaba ebe dwumadie so we am Joel me musa se ohun ye esan se abrani nyina me busa na koye bibi foforo enti mama wakwaba ene dia ba show yi so se ma yese me musa so ohun te se biem ase waba wani mu dodo okay amwako aye waye ni mbisa na bibi ubisa no benya problem me den hu na me musa se ohun te se wetumi bi se sa pom te se okay wa pom te se yes empom boko na obotom nso te se jabi eno ma me musa o ma ye kan ho aye yenwie na yedi no mi obotom te se e bi eye se ubisa mi botom a na se no akra me kan wa ha se bosim se be hu na kwaji se kwaji se wan kwaji wan kan kire me bi transport am kwaji transport then yeah transportation fee and then them kwaji no nye bibi dabi na se no special nya ya nka no pay special na wan na kajo se wan na kajo se special ho nya den ana pay
breakfast.
Oh no, no dear.
Oh,
skill. Only skill.
Dabi.
And no dear.
I'm say sa breakfast no. Obi betu say wo dia. Na o ka tell say bi no ho a.
On no nya.
Dabi. Ye ntumi ye.
Okay, no na me na okọ bank. No, no ampa no okọ bank. No special call bank. Me ni gina wa no si woni. Ma na me se na o board ho no si dey bi scan so ntie se me ko banking ho ankasa.
Effect of our panel bini ti hamba na haba.
Yes. Our repair special nya akwa repair. Se be one na won se be man so kwa repair.
Oh yes, obema de mo bia ndada so obema de say una o bre na dabi. Obema so okwa repair. Ukwa repair cause emanu mu skapa. Emanu prince. Mbanu si come wono. To obema so ukwa repair na we showa bibia nya minister kwase my wife takes care of me now but no
assemble na ba
and kim last assembly ajeme the assemble the man
oh ba se no akwasi ka kire me say ebefa enye hwehwe nsey yes I know actually me ana because enu am ye post bi unse in the space of 6 minutes no match in 2 so at I say na me ye post bi neja me bo akwasidi e wo post no so wo anya hwe we say enye hwe mai enti ebe ye so I think say ohun glimpses of hope e wo team nom enu nti na bi a wo kansa
me de me hu because endo two dangerous balls I call South Africa goalkeeper no so na a long range.
Yes. The ball ba no.
Yes. Asanto ade no. And me referee by on the jersey number 17. Sa two balls ni nyina no.
Enye Doris Bodu na Doris Doris
9.
Na Evelyn Sheden. Evelyn Bedu. Evelyn Sheden. And let me see.
Mama check.
10 year Prisla Dobia.
10 year Prisla Omum.
Yes, 10 year Prisla Dobia.
Mama.
I think 17 year Bedunimum.
Okay. Doris.
No. Evelyn Bedusha 13. Yes. No, 11 Kusi.
Alice Kusi.
Yes, Alice Kusi.
Yes, Alice Kusi 11.
Yes. Alice Kusi na my the other long range, you know. But yenya 17 touches in the South African box. South Africa had 15 touches in our box, but they had 3 1v1. No,
1v1 3.
They had 3 1v1 in our box.
So to be fair, Isaac and Joe, and no me could do feel late enti man share game ni bi. But me share man share live game no. But later no GTV send ye and I jono enti me stand ho esan hwe bi. But the surprising way is that me drew feel no. And I'm back to an catch him say ya share. But na me score ne did that but na sa ohwe game ni bi. And na okaso we didn't play well. Ono the asem o kan no na asem o catch him say we didn't play
because
enti na me say me bu someone ne.
Because me yekwa game no. I thought that we were going to sit back and then try and then catch them on the break. Inti we share yes senior or set up now. Bodua any Evelyn Bedu as the top 2. Na winya abayo we cry is it Chantel and I say Chantel boy behind Evelyn Bedu any Doris Bodua. Yes, indeed. Sano them or set up and parky midfield
no with Asantua Anastasia and Yeboah.
Yes.
Because now we say Yeboah na or to make Kati no abamedo hunting no park me the whole year pa. Now
for me that is how I was expecting. But when him say twice we were caught on the break and South Africa omo striker is it Mutau ono na ne onim go share onim go share nanka no ono kra no nanka obetuma person tina no mienu and the reason why I'm highlighting say yen 17 touches in their box. South Africa enya 15 touches in their box in our box. But ni nyina na ehuma
unlike yen ye de na ehu no.
Ni nyina no na ehuma and yen create a very clear cut opportunity
in the game. I agree.
Say no munya ntin wa say ube share highlight no na ube kaso Ghana ball anasa ube take start no na
Ghana 17 touches in their box.
Ube say Ghana ball 5 shot on target.
Yeah.
But some 5 shot on target no. De na ye huwe tu Alex Kusi Alex Kusi any Grace Asantua ni nyina no long range.
Yeah, long range.
Ni nyina no
Asantua de was sad in her. Typical or send the ball bonnet to say Michael Lacey and no asan of friend and Russia since ni made in this in our share number 5 side to Black Queens. And ball first one no unya bakubia nanka mpeso osa epia ball
mitwoni nyina na me shoot and oye say o tiaso kakra ama Evelyn Bedu hu communication no entem na bayana embawa no etumi den clear echiwo me shobo ni na mboafu me shobo ni na because see Prince sometimes you have to agree that this thing is better than me and obi o share again with their first half room we started trying to play from the back and far.
Yes.
Because they
no, but first 15 minutes in that game we played well. That first half, the first 15 minutes, but the first quarter of that first half there we played really, really well.
And I think that penalty also.
Yes.
It was a very reckless tackle. Because Prince player no South Africa player no nechi na face wo yeah man the pass
reckless or it was rushed.
It was reckless. I'm using the word reckless because of baby I know Gina no because South Africa player no nechi na face wo nechi
could have just guided her even outside the box
nechi na face wo ene baby a ball no pass no by no the right side of the 18-yard box.
Yeah.
It was the right side until say Oteno Kwana he's not clear on goal like that. Until that's how we gonna say at least Jinane so. Jinane so. And no because I think Senke to me a cra to me because I said go no Emma South Africa for me back into the game very quick.
Yeah, after the penalty.
After the penalty, no. Emma warm me up into the game very quick. And I think that next time, no, you say Myrano, because you can say 80% of our squad. This is their first AFCON or mobile.
Yeah.
Into inexperience, no. And so ebe kakra. But for me, I think that on one kasa enya an opportunity.
No share game ni
and
maminko ike na mimusa say so I have Martin Crawford can and many team ne kra kase free no ne na no penyina. Almost say penalty decision no kind of psychologically affected the girls in a way I agree with them in a way said the way it happened and a couple of the facts said we're playing well and as our incident in the bar you know how do you juxtapose to performance Omotimi girls in the done it even though we lost that game Ike?
I won't me enko game ni mu analyze game we be waste of time Until say, let's say, and I knew they were going to beat Ghana anyway.
Of course, we all knew say it was going to be difficult.
No, I knew they were going to beat Ghana. And it's difficult as them.
And that's difficult. They will beat you.
South Africa, they're defending champions.
But how many teams are?
But in the last
their team is overrated.
In the last AFCON, no, they beat Morocco to clinch the trophy in the finals. That's our final. Once they defending champions, whether they have a team or not, in fact, once follow South Africa for games and they are winning games, even though their team may not be good, they've been winning games prior to this tournament. And their team and Ghana team. And some more share Ghana and Yamiwawa. And me sure say maybe they'll be judging Kim last. Obtain me views on Kim last. But I wouldn't be fair to use this South African game to judge him. Sincerely.
Why not? The way he started this game. The game as if said.
And yet game I wouldn't I'm seeing for game way and judging because I knew that we were going to beat Ghana. And this is based on how Washa say build a team in while master of first year confidence with team going to the tournament. And with our first game being against the defending champions, I knew we were going to struggle and we were going to beat us. And to me personally, I won't be fair to use this game to judge Kim Lad because we'll be any views about him already. I feel that as an expatriate, I will have to take over the team. Ghana, your coaches people say no, you shouldn't do the ordinary. Otherwise, all you're the ordinary, then we can have coaches here who can do the ordinary for the Black Queens. But I'll pardon him because you're against the defending champions in our first game. And the girls know we can pardon them for the first game. But the next, in fact, my target for Kim Last not to go out of the group. Because when me go out of this group, he shouldn't come to Ghana. They should sack him there in Morocco. Now, so on Yamaka crowd Ghana, you feel Suma, Never Commando. Now, on my own set ticket to class and some Ghana. So when to me go out of the group. And the reason is simple. In fact, this tournament, 12 teams are qualified for the tournament, right? No, is it 12 teams? 12 teams, 3 groups.
Yes.
Into 2-2-2 will qualify automatically. To get 8 teams to qualify,
they only
2 third best, into only 1 third best placed team non qualify.
Yeah.
Do you get the point?
Yes.
Only 1 third best placed team non qualify. So we cannot be so poor in a group of South Africa, Mali, and Tanzania, and not to qualify even as a third best, one of the 2 best third place teams to qualify.
Wait. It is highly possible that he winning 1 game I qualify.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Inti media say all go out of the group and yeah, me target for him. I expect better from him, but I don't know as the tournament wears on. Yeah, then we know. But in Ra, me not Mr. South from the but the attitude of our players, no. And I feel that it behaves Kim last. So only girls Rebecca sa. No me who the importance of tournament now or more born. Now omoja 2-0 no more yet do yet. They have not arrived. Some of them, not all of them. Do yet. Inti we foot na mede mom as me nwan ketewa. Inti omon bro mother boy ombo ni yi. Na omunye ndu ye. Assistant Osola bia na team nim. Ye vene say Abdua Bayo bia na team nim. Babanda bia na team nim. Kabunjo se den bunji bi no. Bia na team nim. So amon tu amon boss amon bobo na ye nhye ne enko. Superstar be any team nim. I don't want to mention it, but Doris Boduamone. No, the girls now born ground.
Superstar na Doris Boduamu, Evelyn Bedumo, any
na
Priscilla Dobiamo, any Asantuamo.
No, you see, but I'm saying that because in Ra there was a chance that
Justice Trebuamo
say Grace Doris Bodu pass it. That's what they take it. You see,
they are a shot.
Yes. You see, if you get to that level, and Nathan now has for boy no penalty in the way you know. Sometimes, dream or mind who no more represent more than yourself. The greater good of the team than yourself. Inti media and the members of criticize girls no. And you give my job. It's a game I feel at a point they played well. And inti I feel came last year interview be say we play. I don't even think about whether I play better, but I think the girls at a point we played well. And you say team entirely bad, sir. Yeah, fair. Say because a team no. Even though we lost, we played well at some points of the game. But if I were Njaji coaching, your next game, fortunately for us, you're against Tanzania. Enti any gamer I was say a struggle to win against Tanzania. In the Mali Tanzania 1-0, right?
1-0, yes.
Yes, inti you see no ye group no. Ye na ye we group nim.
Yeah.
Ye komubu.
You're sharing too.
Yes, inti ye we ye aso table no. The next game, 40 against Tanzania. We should beat them convincingly. Tanzania no say a boom we na hwi mu ye kan say wa bo no brand
So yes.
Yan boom bro mo esu. Ye bo no brand esu wi a. Na ye ni Mali for that time so Mali for we are better than them when it comes to men football.
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter how fast they are improving, we are better than them when it comes to men football. Even though they are also fast improving, and they might forget it.
Yeah, Mali for
So
and then Tanzania
well.
they played well.
Yes.
Beginning of the game, not Tanzania for but when they took over that game at the end of the first half, I don't know, they scored that goal, 45th minute, I think. Almost shares that goal, and so.
Let's hope for the
best.
The best. I feel that the group will be free. Going forward, the competition be tighter. Charlie, Morocco for opening game number one, small game. For the opening game of a tournament to be between
the tempo.
Zambia and Morocco. Normally, an opening game should be against the host nation. Be our form, no, be our no, born 2-3-0 but we a high-profile game and a big tournament. So Ghana should know that. What about Africa? You know, when you're done, Shamia for 2, Tanzania and Mali. Possibilities of a show mono, high. Now you should know that going forward, you could share Zambia be, you could share Nigeria be, you could share Morocco be. Into the competition be a keener
as a progress.
Progress, no. Into say you left a game now. They baffin them. Your best rate, you see, and penny, sir. Into that, your name from came last, and you did on your idea, but all already who not proving me wrong. I have seen a lot of coaches, sir. Proving a man for wrong. People, I'm not for any video, but I'm proving a man for wrong. A typical example is Mikel Arteta. In fact, at a point, and I can show you the post, I posted that I should be sacked. As a coach. But today, me, I've for some time now, for 3 seasons now, I've been the number one advocate for Mikel Arteta
on twice
to stay, yes, because I want to, and I have a lot of reasons for that. Inti, keep last so proving wrong. No proving wronger. But we support you. Do I support full-hearted? I support you. And I'm not sure say out of place if I could win the trophy. Even though it's really difficult there, but it's not out of place.
Anope yemfa ohaw ne sen emrew kransa na yakọ eye praise and worship ne so nti ubetimi afre numbers no eye 0551563916 and afi 0555657278 na onso we no eye agudie mu nsem de he ene haw ewo yagudie no mu na onso fa wadwenkyere ebra me kai obium se aha eye happy 98.9 FM esa brady eye happy sports ene da so etisi ote se Isaac Akwesi Asempa na ode eye ne preliminary eye issues no eba was on Black Queens and na game my boy oti jo onso nka onso mayente wonka ene onso wadwenkyere pacho ye fro say na free fa hello ye fro say na free fa
me die ebe me free
awosh ebe pacho mo anon committee o
anopai ni how paaye GSP on cut enye se ye kan me pacho ebo to man no ba atu na ketwem ni alamas na tututum na ye pe coach ebe put ye blackness e man na coach for be ni pacho obi ni komba sebe say ye pe coach you say ye pe obi akremo no again it will be update ye dey wa hanu na say ye wa ko ba play ye a the tone of buying na me company so what way ni money ba of na ka just wait to qualify your group me even even you see let me qualify every group no I'm telling you
ɛno ɛyɛ eben ɛno no nso de ne deɛ ba nso betumi afrɛ numbers no ɛyɛ 0555657278 ɛna afei 0551563916 na nso ode wadwenkyerɛ ɛde aba eben adwenkyerɛ ɔde baeɛ ne sɛ coach yi enti obusa sɛ enti yɛni ne su coach ɛwɔ hɔ ɛwɔ Ghana ha na yɛ coaches na ɛwɔ ha no ka yɛnyɛ obi ɔte sɛ ɛyɛ Kimlasi nanka on coach yen but ene de eben yentimi nya ne hwe me nye ye bien because ono a ne yafa no ono anso na de team yi ekọ ewo musa nya ono de team ne qualify de oba na no ho no de team ne qualify no ba no wagya e ho a ene yi owo tournament yi bi na emum one Zambia na edi dwuma ewo ho enti sabre de yapa ho senka ye nya obi emfa ye nkọ no yapa ho de but Kimlas eno ne yen ewo ho numbers no eye 0555657278 and afin so 0551563916 ene de lines here de ni na as I stab okay we aba pacho ye fro say na afro fin fa
Pacho on the bonnie me kase be 19.1
bonnie pacho jumu radio no and I say obe movie away from radio no
hello
me pacho bonnie kasa eti o
pacho kaka me o say ye ma black queen what the ma Ghana coach oh one thing I ye by super that mo akọ at your coach at the ladies no or that clear won't me yeah so that know what the plan moment and yet the second coach then I mean nobody won't and so many papa to all be a shiny yet why or be you we are near local coach near farm mano won't local coach out with him near farm mano nano son so kaka me no
Bonnie yedase Bonnie eno no so ede na dwenkyerɛ aba no osi coach no sabre de o ho a yen support no oba na afi yen hwɛ sɛ de ebetimi ayɛ no me pa cho ye fro sɛ na afrefri fa hello ye fro sɛ na afrefri fa hello ye fro sɛ o frefri fa
Utiminka
me pa cho me tionka ye fro sɛ o frefri
ye frame nana
o frefri fa
me frefri do me
mo anon ko eti onana
ma me chia me ye mamomo na djuma wo ye be special wo bia me chia no all bright so me chia no kaja special Africa Unity Empowerment me chia no pa me ka omo advocate say and all the time me ka say Kimlas me pese coach ba oye djuma for na yentimi pam no the moment intina abu aka watara wa ma for say pam na pam say no even we season fine but still the moment say nipa no wo oye djuma no yen fam pai bontenechi but ye dey say when ya dey enya we ya no kasa our mouths are very powerful ya na ebe kokko go money mas no mo asaba inti yen man pai bo no okono ye fine wa anyi no obedua then we can deal with him. Let's stop say onya di yebe with Debbie. Let's give him the maximum respect. Yen from pai bonte mochi na befa. That's it.
Eno so nana ono nso di ni de efri dome eno de ba yen tai coach n'achi na ebefa saa na ono nso ka say yen tai coach n'achi numbers no 0551563916 ena afin nso 0555657278 we o haw ne sen we agudie kwan so oba de wadwen ono na onso oni ahye ewa ha na onso waka na free obo se ye ka ana se mikobi na so manka bi de ana ya pa enti ye kan onso wo wadwen kire enti na onso wo de wadwen kire aba na yetio ye free osen o free mfa
ye free kwa me ka se free
ye o ka se free teshi pacho mo anon ko yetio
pacho practice so much
Oh, you're in South Africa. South Africa sharing 2-0 enra.
Wow. Never. Sometimes I don't have damage. Yeah, we do.
Ono nso dia ode bae no no ose yemfa mpaibo entai mayo anachi na bibia ebeye yie ose yemfa mpaibo entai mayo anachi bibia ebeye yie anope yebekọ mayo ano omo camp na yakọ akohwese de ehote after defeat no after open defeat no sen yete uhwe group no nso a Mali nso enura omunya victory and what it means is that ye na ye group no ye dato ewo ho. How is the feeling like? How are they motivated? Say the second game in Tanzania, ebebono omo aye whipping girls in the scheme of a year group C ni die omo ena omo be whipping girls ewo ho aso ye betimi ahwepe omo ye next game no na ya to aso a ana yenti we na yentoa dwumadi ni so asempa ewa ha guys ene ho na e hyase ejuwo ana asempa Shasia Nianko. And
in the Mamin Chamfa Kumasa Santi Kotokoni Go Stars.
2 Ghanaian clubs have represented Ghana ewo CAF inter-club competitions.
Mami Mbusa say signings are omo eye no. Signings are amodi kobo Africa na saying. Are they ready for Africa campaign? No? Now ball or more share or more airborne. A baller a bit me akwa and I say amuko represent Ghana keke because they feel that omunya slot in the some koko compete. We are coming from the backdrop of the kind of investment clubs are making in Africa. You see, Africa game, you know. Rising according to the extent that some of these clubs in North Africa and South Africa, they even go as far as poaching players from Europe to come and play for their clubs. And you see, say, me analysis, I feel that before I will win the Champions League, you know, Scar will be a car born, could be a Bruce Cana, the prize money and so. That is why Joe Ebimeki, I think he's done it twice, of this Simba owner no. See, was spending I think $4 million every year.
Every year.
I'm not sure unya even a quarter of that money from sponsorship and when everything and different cost.
No, as about 4 million no. Says Simba sports business sponsor omo. Omo about 1.5. Yes. Yes. Omo about 1.2 million every year. And they are 4 million free a year on no bottom no kono. Eka sponsorship money ni na ho.
And expenditure spend for the year.
Almost sponsorship money ni 4 million plus 4 million no they can de bia no. Yes.
And expenditure for the year.
Because Simba no every year they generate over $3 million in sponsorship any competition or mobile.
Any gates
anyway ni na generate over 3 million plus 4 million na if in the bottom bad they be
Simba for every year almost expenditure $7 million.
Yes.
No or describing it say then.
Or say a hobby. Or say the most expensive nipo no interview besides there. What is the most expensive thing I want to? And so Onobe can say the most expensive hobby. He owns a football club called Simba FC. In the last 5 years, he has spent over $20 million on the club with no returns.
Expensive hobby.
Inti, the American say, and we have all seen signings near their Simba for you. In fact, in the last, is it this year or last year, when the finals of the CAF Competitions Cup?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Inti, for me, self-person also investment. Proper investment. Investment on state clubs near then your investment on the ball league, you know. And the Belgian league, you know. Unless Africa, no. Oh yeah, you saw Kwako compete keke. Fortunately, these two teams are air corner. Meaning Gold Stars are being sponsored and that's a good mining company, a team.
Yes.
even though resources are scarce, you know, me assure say I'm more forking out money to compete in this prestigious competition, you know, and over the top for the mining company. Sounds na yenana with them boy Diana baby mu. Or say to two.
The second.
Baby you. Say oh yisika e dey attack Kotoko enya dia anything. And especially say Kotoko e kwakoti nanim ewo Africa be me ma say die. Be man din ne kingdom e mu akire ne die or discover shame. Therefore say Kotoko oh yes signing sir. And what say oh yes signing just looking at the Premier League na year bono. Say amu enough resources sir. Now somebody to looking outside Ghana. Some also say you clubs, yes, you big clubs. At least we've seen some going to pay for import
outside Ghana.
I'm going to pay for import.
In the camera.
I'm the defender no. Samba
O'Neil, yes.
Fantastic. In fact, for me, center backs organizing in the military and Samba. In fact, me too. Me didn't back home. Okay, my man three. Kevin on CSB. Any nations boy no.
Razak Simpson, Samba O'Neil.
Come three center backs all Ghana. No? And so when they come, they play well. We've seen a two Gamo. We've seen some of them. They come and who performance no top notch. Sometimes my face can be to Monkua. Somebody me aba abeboa na team no enkan kona kwa anima. I feel say it's not over the top for Kotoko to do that. Say be ya, say Kotoko kwa Africa na obetumi ababo ni yi akọ nanim. It's possible so obetumi kra afan akọje a no afan akọje because Kotoko onko Champions League. Kotoko onko Confederations Cup. Into the competition. No, but I don't know why Joel is laughing.
See, don't do that.
Especially
don't do that.
Razak Abdul Karim Zito. It's nations. Dreams. Sorry. Obiama
I don't want to allow you to interject this my session. Please.
Okay, don't give people false hope. And why say I'm saying that don't give people false hope. Kotoko team ne da ono. Kotoko team ne da ono. Kotoko you see, and for Dreams FC enye example because Dreams no. Everybody including Dreams establishment in himself. One, the lack of the draw. Two, Dreams any inti setting me eno mo bebo no mu so Dreams de dan shami abia but Kotoko no wo din inti obia begina ye no wakom obia begina ye no wakom in fact so shock Kotoko team e da we ni ball ne has boy a don't give people false hope.
I'm not giving false hope.
They say as about the only reason why Kotoko will get to the even the group stages. The group stages of the CAF Confederations Cup is to avoid any club from South Africa and then North Africa. The same thing with Dreams. The journey from the group stages meeting North Africans too. Meeting North Africans too. Club African. Club African 1-0 Club African show 2. Into a double head and you away from.
Yes.
And a semi-final against Zamalek. West Africa no. Yasa. Enti say share yes but if you say now you are giving people false hope.
No, but when Kotoko is participating
Africa. They are big. So the name is big. Even though the name is big.
We know mobile. Competition or mobile. They don't have any locals in that competition.
But they've
in Africa as a whole.
In Africa as a whole. In fact, under Confederation Cup, under City Akono, almost make group stage.
Yes, they've been in the finals. I think even twice.
Yes.
You see, they no once.
How many like there? How many work there?
Was it Super Cup or something?
No. It was Confederation Cup final. Then how many has?
Yeah, has twice. But I said, don't give don't give people false hope. Because
hope
was a prince.
Kotoko can't compete in the CAF competition cup.
Kotoko na yashano this season no. Quality na wo ho no. Any ball no mo ball na nse ya no. Ball no mo ball na nse ya no. Omo ne ha se omo so nya ade no. This Kotoko team, if you say that they are going to compete or no, omo kote otu venu Africa, you are giving people false hope.
No, I said that man can't try. Me say, I'm making proper investment
and go out there and go and compete.
And no see the money.
And I may say yeah, the moon to me. But then that's why I even brought in say even if they can look beyond Ghana, Aqua put players from other countries, other clubs, Abeboa. It's better, but this place here, they don't go Africa, FKBBA. We say they don't go Africa. We go share half your money. I said, much of me go in Massey. Inti river events team no G Nigeria Dan Shamia team na reverse Nigeria this is in Dan Shamia for winner omoba no omabaji reverse Nigeria the season before
the previous one.
So Prince any day this day na me dey to Kotoko any go for Gold Stars when him say ye best remom ko Ghana for him ase Gold Stars me who more activity on the market o are they really ready for Africa no?
I say bia you who almost signers ni yet.
But that's what some players now. No, but we should see the players.
Special and
special now Gold Stars for rep. Special now Gold Stars for rep. Mo ye dey. Special dey na mo ye. Special most any players na mo ko Ghana ni mo ase. Mo ko bo Champions League special. Inti yen try ho say players ya mo ball league ya na mo ko bo. And yes sir, you will be that. And we players will be no experience of Africa and special. Muma yehu say mo hwela mo tumi nko bon so amonka say the be ya mo nko Google na nima say be 5-6 bia biem because say okobo Africa yeah proper investment. Boy am boy post special. Say mo di ko share elali bi me mistake na mo qualify 1 2 3. Na mo ko share elali bia. Na mo bie carry the National Sports Stadium.
No, you see, Azamba, when I says a house, yes, almost says an affair. Says na house, any of our clubs today, if they meet Esperance, Sundowns, Ali, WAC, Zamalek.
Na so omuye local champions. Omuko. Which of them? Sundowns spend a team winning match at the club.
It's not even about winning.
None of them
in their last game against
Asempa, you can't make a case.
Botafogo.
Sundowns played them. Asempa, but Sundowns these clubs are Joe Obomudino. We can't make a case for them because of their showing at the club.
We can make a case for them.
Why?
Baby, I'll call it.
When Brazilian class, Botafogo, really making it into the round of 16, any quarterfinals. You went there and only one club, and it's winning a game at the club.
What's a Gracida? What's a Kumemuda?
Matera Kumemuda.
So what's a Kukumemua? Who guy be or what? I don't know the star of a Kuku.
Local champions.
Oh, Kumumian. Oh, no, we get it. Sase nipano. When you people who be all fakra.
No, Sebia Kokumano, Oto Indomi, 20 cities, Accra no, and go to Clan, Indomie 5 cities. Yes, 5 cities. But Accra no, Obi Kajo also order Indomie man. I will check your price now. 200 Ghana.
Special. Last 2 years ago, special December. Special in your date. Christmas time. And a special independent call Laboni. I call Laboni cantonment area. First I saw you pay $4,000. $4,000 and Muka cry on Muka cry break. So of course it's seafood. Oh, it's seafood platter.
I can't say.
What's what it's seafood platter. That's what I said, Mufamra.
or take a prize.
One check and I'll pay especially or thousands and only thousands.
Who say offer all brides come on the board was $1,000.
Me pacho.
As an old
Mo pacho. Munya special ni kan ya se pacho.
Yeah, join the car,
Munya special.
Media, what I know is that he paid. So next car good card. So
when I say munya special na ye
example na you make we are making an example. Give me first special example
because asemo a wokan issue a be discuss looking at kotoko.
Look, if you are not 4,000 no cost penny la ball
ye kan kotoko asemu special no nye
who is that phrase oduana o ka chega se o ya mambo for men from you what
or blocking because seafood platter. Guys, already seafood platter so bring a seafood platter drink back about 4,000. When the person needs to bring it and it can't so fee, you know, cantonment. My track, me, I have my track, I'm going to go to the order. Beans, can be the beans, oh, cantonment, I'm a go back, crowd, cantonment, into where they get, by the way. But go start from more omenimbre. Let's see the kind of signs of Omoye. Me need someone no brain Cote d'Ivoire now. That's our number Cote d'Ivoire.
Bio,
Ben Cote d'Ivoire. At all.
Nye emuwa enye pa.
Oh, okay. Now we Summertex there.
Summertex there, summer boy. Someone the more summer boy.
Ntomo
ben kakra.
I'm go for Cote d'Ivoire for players. Tell it, let's go. And I say Ghana say they are good players here. Ntomo play proper play no man ko ba Africa no. Otherwise, I'm sure they could go as a prince and I'm sure Suma
Eni go ase
Emma.
Joe yanko.
Now me we there me ne NSA no na anapo we me pese me ka bibi kitwa bi editor NSA no unim sa ada no me be ka University of Ghana Sports Stadium senior omo eye asori e wo ho a na eye park no so asay omude sisi so basa na onim say eye kwesi adai president cap course one don ebegine mu wo ha na enye easy crash sharawale ebegine mu na me de video no mampeni from that to asempa na woni prince na mo stadium mu baby a ye mountain stage no de ma shatawale no
yeah na scoreboard
na
scoreboard na say
na scoreboard na say
in fact there were two stages. One was at the main knife stand
yes.
the left side,
yes,
and the shutter you performing the right side
o perform ye no mo
ehu one
mo ehu shatawale the performance no mo ehu ni ye
baby na ye tene there was far.
Yes, but at the end of the day we enjoy it.
Oh, of course.
So what sound once a sound the place is amplified. Sound air course there you enjoy.
In fact, Joel, so what was stadium beat is say my music Africa is simple FNB South Africa. FNB stadium South Africa.
Yes.
So what the top one it is worse than said the 81 you Shatawale no. But you see that
what is sound and BB
I mean you talk about footballer. What the top one? Who just imagine FNB. I will take top hole. You can say TS you can say we FNB I will take 6th floor.
Into one year.
Oh yes, you see yes of course. Oh so by local stage why what you see him as if so when him say.
Asema me person me catch NSM penny for no power say. This is we ene yede be yense na ho case study nani
no but enye obia o mo de behind ni bia no be
dabi
e ho because stage we stage kitwa
dabi
because say oh ye concert a jo me no mi nyina ya concert fan
yes
oh ye concert e bia December to remember e wa Accra Sports Stadium sa stage no
untimi betumi dia she ho
stage bia no betumi akọ
betumi dia she
no
prince shows aye ko e wo December no edijomu ye wo outside no omo bode gangantoa stage o
no
but you see the difference is that
no they don't
but the difference is that
they don't
but the difference is that
they don't
oh yes stage the stage is always closer to where the VIP section is.
Yes.
The stage is always closer to where the VIP section is. So they must have the closest encounter with the stage.
Yes. And you can't
So it depends on who the VIP seat. Because the normal day, you Bobo Stadium. Yes, on the normal day, you show, you Boboa, you baby VIP. Then you get it. It doesn't mean that you concert and a VIP.
No, but logically, the way the VIP session is set,
yes.
Logically, if you're a concert, that should be your VIP session.
As my can say,
and even at the stadium,
yes,
no, Joe, at the stadium,
yes.
Event organizer being who be agree say me tuya huge sums of money for Accra Sports Stadium. Now me the stage, I could share, be on the share.
Event organizer, and no, I mean no imagine because Liberia, the same Asorina, Asorina, Omo. Every normal basis is park no so no. The same as so no omo call Liberia no.
No, but Joe.
No,
Joe, what we should be advocating for is your point about Legon Sports Stadium. They say cover the pitch. Because you see a cover pitch at the year concert. So cover the pitch, but you see this from me. There is no organizer. Because NSC na eyo omade.
Yes.
Omo na facility na eyo omode.
Yes.
E na omo fe say ye ntimi nka me cover page na ya ne so. Therefore, me emfa stage no enko. Remember, Kwaku Smoke perform ye no. One performing on the stage. Asempa na my na Kwaku Smoke. Kwaku Smoke performance was all over the stadium into see pitch ne so. And of course stadium ni hu na esi. I thought said that was what Shatawali Babeye. But Oma Mana sir because of the dancers, not the Omobaye. No. So at say Kwaku Smoke's performance was not on the stage.
But no say nipa baako ana mienu me say change na page so omo performance different. So it's different from what in nyoma so what in nyoma ebe so. But the make can say at this material moment if yenye yadwin say ye kwa top page covers oba don't set up on the pitch. No, because Prince.
There is like saying say Yemfa Stadium.
Yes, because Prince Obi anywhere, Obama Okwan. There's no serious stadium facility manager. And without pitch covers. Obama because your personal property. Your personal property. Say Mama Okwan and yenim say she stager. Say your personal stadium. Who need pitch covers? They be now ama ama for the normal barber who also normal mountain stage. So if we are not ready to get the pitch cover, Oba set it up at the back of a stage, because me you call the other end one shower in the last 2 years. I've not missed a Zamadisco. Prince enkofo baby wo ha baby awu gina no baby awu gina stage kwa wu so apart from VIPs na ya build we went omo so no there are about chunk of the people you don't even see the stage well. So the terms they should serve as because show no the shut up performing or back of the stage, and that is the reason why this question say, did you enjoy the show? Because I'm glad to see anybody or so na stage, esippo and to my enjoy enjoy man penny mahama no to shatter mahama paper no I say man penny mahama na try nyum no mano everybody enjoy the show. Enti senya yanko dada yebekwa akoye stage na park isu tutu ye ba ball na because stadium no the main purpose primary purpose is for us to do sporting event. Into any other extra activity eba henda say sporting activity no any say baso enti say yenye ya dwen say ye bekwa konya eye pitch covers because eye well Wembley na Burna Boy okọ perform wo ho no say pitch cover ni wan ka ye man kwan mane fa eye ne nko mountain stage kaka e pitch no so nobody will give you that chance. Nobody will give you that chance.
No, but Joe, even Shatawale say or be ye concert ewo Accra Sports Stadium ono ankasa na okohan ho a on funny stage in see baby or perform here on Sunday no.
Unim say
obviously as this performance by Shatawale was free. That's my checks at the NSC was
in
free.
fact the stage because cried he have to cost
yes
and I am impressed me.
You see, you bet me afresh because ono some be catch us say Shatter movement your concert Accra Sports Stadium they won't build a stage now Shatawale stage you see Accra Sports Stadium 40,000 capacity overflow now Okoye stage baby or stage you know it won't happen so the whole cannot is a saying to NSC say without pitch covers men first stadium no high will be that one is accepted. That one there is accepted.
Option.
But I can nobody who has
so if
that Vibes Cartel is coming to Ghana.
But let's not forget that today, okay, they do it. You do for real. Champions League has returned though.
Yes.
Champions League are returning.
Prelims, no.
Champions League are Champions League.
Yes.
Champions League are returning.
More prelims, investors, no. Yeah, kai mo jumaba. So
I know your concerns, but it will be difficult. It will be difficult to implement.
No, my point no, because separate canvas anywhere the damage ye pitch no because your pitch na nya dada. Your pitch no enya dada. And then one ye bobo no kakra World Cup because say I think was it last week. And I saw a story say CAF I rejected Baba Yara as venue for Kotokos Confederation Cup.
I don't think they have rejected. I think CAF had a list of stadia qualified by Engineer Accra and Ghana, which means that effectively it's only Accra.
Okay.
Inti Accra pe and ye kusu abakwa I de akano. Enti echiwo no o mount ebe uhwe o mount enye ya Independence Square ho ubetumi akwakoye no kama but Accra Sports Stadium ne de sa pitch seminar omukoye ebi wo Legon no yes o ma omunjae
eno na Joel Shen ka ena no painti aha ena ebesi nanka ese yefre coach Christopher Nimley asempa wa wadanfo na time no the man yen hwese
time on my time
o see em friend after 10
so said after 10
umti me person ke ye arrangement no nanka ye de a friend no nanka ye ye no afri ho nanka afi ya ba besen na ya ba foreign no nanka ya behwese de be ye no na bibia aye kama nti state nkwaku ansa de ye foreign tidbit no ebeba ena no pay na hyene so se o de ba ote say asempeka say Champions League is back ni nyina ne say prelims no ahyase enye proper Champions League and asempa
Champions League. So I saying that if Kotoko Confederation Cup here Kotoko prelims no enye proper cup enye proper cup Champions League.
Okay, by your prelims.
No, but it is no.
Obi mo be start here free proper
but let's make
the best start here free group stage.
The clubs who are playing, they are not playing the Champions League.
They are playing the Champions League.
But prelims, even is there.
We are qualifying it. It's just like saying about group stages.
Is there some more prelims?
But Ubet now we say Kotoko
Africa.
Africa.
Okobo Champions League. And now Okobo we only say we are going to be Confederations Cup.
But or best start here free prelims.
But you can't say that he doesn't play in the Confederations Cup
because and then the games, you know. You have a Champions League anthem.
Yes. I know, but please, I say Champions League.
I'm saying he says Champions League.
So if you say they are playing the Champions League, that is not wrong.
Champions League Premier.
It doesn't matter. It matters. It doesn't.
Because every follower of Champions League, any say and starting in July.
No. It's because no. It's not every follower, and it's because you are being biased. Go to Armenia today.
Yes.
Armenia today. They can't refer there because their club is playing.
Playing the Champions League.
At this stage, you know, most of the clubs now airborne. Names. That's the only reason. But you can say that they are not big.
And then remember what Champions League anthem, no? No more jira, no more to. Enye easy cry.
No matter. Yate. Okay, nti Asempa any Joe was a kase Champions League. Media me kame kase a prelims. Champions League prelims.
Inti chapter na beto boana.
Champions League prelims. And yes,
just a qualification, just like saying, you both group stages we are. You got Champions League semi-finals. You got Champions League finals. It's just the qualification. But the head in there, we'll check here the Champions League
prelims. That's what is there. That is what is there. Champions League prelims. And that one, and they say we are.
Your Champions League prelims. Your Champions League group stages, your Champions League round of 16, your Champions League quarter final. Then you know your Champions League
now. That's all. When you go to the group stage, you see Champions League group stage. When you go to quarter final, you see Champions League quarter final. So just a qualification for the Champions League.
It doesn't mean that
the stage that they are playing today in the prelims, no. But it doesn't mean the Champions League.
Okay, Mate. Eno Juwo ene akwesi Asempa. Ena omo de abano nti yenkɔ na yene coach Christopher Nimley enko kasa ewo dwumadie so 2 issues ene ne beka Black Queens ho nsem ebeba sanso ena afi clubs a ebe represent Ghana ewo Africa ni titru Kumase Asante Kotoko sen ena omo prepare players ben kra na so omutimi attract omo Asempa de advocate senka omo ntimi nko Europe kra na omo nkofa players ni bi enfree ho coach me mo akwaba e de ba happy 98.9 FM
mejo so nya obiba
pa cho se bibia abokode
osugusu boy ho ba me ho ya papa
unia Isaac Asempa wa house ochiao ena anopai
ono oyi mi amanye na ku trend oyi mi amanye nde
eden ti
kutrin who is that on the decro
eden chire mu menti ase ya chire mu chire me
kutrin this an on the decro
there be me na me pese me hu enti chire ma se me
na me see ni pa to jam be san obe chire wase
me see wo ka chire me pese wo ka chire me
they be me pa chese Asempa oyi mi ama kutrin ti oyi mi ama
ye ji match asem na okay ya na
subo woman
utimi kuta yie pa
me da kuta de no na me didi Asempa one me pru de bi anti ma ja ma no fanko
coach Christopher ni ukuta papa
na we be ma na se unkuta ubisa Mrs Nimro obeka chew se me de me kuta ankasa
ukuta ankasa
na unti me di me look I'm the potions master. You can't concoction me na me mix the whole Ghana. Sanketia no mo fento time na me supply boards o modidi.
Me pa che next time I be share no me per special one, special package.
Ese uma oyire me na ya on frame.
Answer.
Ono request no me da mawo. O se Asempa no ni ho ma doso. Enti o frame me mfama no.
Odi yemra yasem so enura utimi hwe Black Queens ene bayana game ni bi na uhwe bi a defeat by the any hope in that team na uhwe enura no
yo menia obiba meda obibi ase after minimum an nanti ake na so mo yibi ama enye na me na gozo hwe ka che me ami boss na brenya wan ona ma bro kire hu
Brenya oko US ba enche bi obeba. Oko club World Cup after club World Cup obeba.
No am okoye no me ma obi to ade ma no breme. Ama onu so nyane de. Wakwahia won frame. Tete udun ha unti ase. Odi yenko ya asem so.
Yenko
mo ne se. Enra me hwe bon bi. Na me bufu efuru. Enye bufu kitwa obiba. I'm telling you honestly. Chabo ya ye koda boy. Ya share ya your coach no and a boy from what I saw yesterday, my biggest disappointment was the coach.
I couldn't believe. Can you, me see? Nipa one boy a team in na a coach. No, beside me, a sempa or studio or the catcher. Look, you are going into the tournament. Your first game is against not only the defending champions, but the best team on the continent. That two pedigree, and that's that two accolades at South Africa for man in Kitantino. We should have gone in there with a proper approach. Now, approach, Benino. The last time you were in this competition was 2018, and then look up, it was by virtue, say, who now host the tournament. So, qualify, they can qualify. Now, you bought this time, and now Nora Hookley, you qualified, you built a team. My ministry on to you've been handed over a good team, a team with good quality. I'm not comparing our quality to that of the South African and the Nigerian. But in the game of football, in a major tournament like this, you don't need to have the best players to go and make an impact. And I say you don't need to have the best players to go and cause an upset. OBIBA said the ball change. You did tournament upon tournament upon tournament upon tournament. We've seen severally said country and I said Omanya and I said Tima onshore that need the best players. But if the coaching is right, if they have technical players, now said the organization within the coaching system is proper, they go and they cause the most upset. Minkai 1992, when Denmark against all odds, you bad tournament because you are banning Yugoslavia or because Euros. They didn't have the best players at the time. Now, inside Greece, there are Euros. The one named Greece were players, but the coaching was proper. In Nura, you started game depending on who's as a matter. Your coach, what was the approach to go toe to toe with the South Africans? They have brought an experienced team. Yeah, Timmy, almost bought that, and not even more than 5. Maximum 3 or 4. The local culture will say you should give the others the time to warm themselves into the tournament proper. How do you do that? Is to stay compact as a block or as a unit. Make yourself difficult to beat. And when you get hold of the ball, pass the ball around to build the confidence in your team. This is the Black Queens you are talking about. Jim this said there's any player inside a team where Okitabola or Srofe or Beluzu ball. At that level, if you are afraid of losing the ball, you have no business being there. That is our quality in our firm. And now show performance here, you done it here. It was clear say, if they were coached properly, if they were told to calm down properly, if they were told to show belief and conviction in their own ability, we could have matched up to the South Africans. Maybe G2, the South Africans, they are a very good team. After the first 2 goals, they relaxed. They were not playing at their full strength because they knew they had 2 goals cushion. All they needed to do was to protect their lead and see they manage the game and go through as winners. And that was exactly what they did. Now, OBIBA, the starting game, the girls, they went toe to toe, pressing the ball high up the pitch. Now, when we got the ball, we were ballooning the ball. When we got the ball, we were ballooning the ball. Instead of once you go and you win the ball, play among yourself. Believe. There's something you do to get your opponents to realize, say, one shaya or one shaya, you can punish him. Now look at the first goal you conceded here. It was the adrenaline level at which the girls were operating. And that is blamed on the coach. Our coach simply set the girls out there to go toe to toe with the South Africans. Go in with the hard touches, press them high intensity. Usha boy, you could try a deep penalty. One coach and go. But the adrenaline level now coach the mom with this game nothing. That was what bombed her into the South African attacker. And Omuji penalty. Me autonomy say ball will be a penalty. Referee and say this ball will come back. The VAR people are looking at it and they'll call the referee to go and look at it. I was not surprised when he was called to go and look at it. Now look at the other lackluster coach in Amihu. We are playing against the defending champions. Omasha Yawan. OBIBA say, what do? Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Give yourself some 5 minutes breather. Breather in football means stay compact so that you don't concede the next goal very quickly. Weather the storm and go and punish. It is when you are playing against a team that you know you can easily beat, that is where you apply the notion, say, the team is most after scoring, just after taking the lead. I don't know whether we thought against these South Africans, almost share a first goal, now we needed to go at them and go and equalize immediately. Now, if you do that 2-3 minutes and it doesn't work, you calm down. Look at the second goal, Mushaye. No defensive cover. Just 3 passes. So 3 passes.
Just 3 passes.
Give it to the other player. Pass the ball to the striker. No, Abashaye. Where was our defending? We are coaching. Look, Sad Black Queen's team, we said the last time we were at this competition was 2018. But from what I saw the girls played yesterday, if they are coached properly, they are told to stay compact. They are told to maintain their composure. Do not force the ball. Possess it. Pass it around. Progress it. When you see the space, then you go for the pass. We will go very fast. You know, I share your other opponents. You know.
Tanzania, yes.
Look, Charlie, it was very competitive.
Very, very competitive.
Now, we share the physicality of the game now. Jesus Christ. I said, wow. Now we need to rescue our tournament by getting a result against these two teams.
And the next game is against Tanzania. Relatively, in a group, you know, they are seen as the whipping girls.
I don't think so.
Even though they lost, you know, but they played really well.
No, they played very well. I think they deserved something from the game yesterday. Because we shared that game with us. Because I wanted to watch that game to quickly look at whether your girls in the team. Not two ways or a better. Then you miss said, that the Giata Green said, Pekka Green, your coach. Me, because we shouldn't have lost yesterday. The South Africans, yes, they are experiencing. They waited for the moment and they punished us. OBIBA said, you had the ball, a pimple. But the South African also had some decent chances that they should have scored 3, they should have scored 4. But at the end of the day, the moment the game is stretched, because one side is chasing the game, Beno, you don't care about what happened next. Anything can happen. It was when it was 0-0. That was when we needed to keep our calm, get on the ball. But one thing that was clear. So when the girls decided to pass the ball among themselves, they were doing excellent.
Yes. Even coach, even before the penalty in the first half, they were really playing well. But for that incident,
we were playing well. But we were rushing it. It was not a but the South African, they were not pressing a high up the pitch. We were rather doing the high pressing. They were doing medium press. But your defenders in your ball 1-2 normal balu ball because our striker was always on the move. Look at the number of times your striker and offside. Baby. So the coach should have gotten her to refine, to redefine her movement. Come and get involved. Let's do a 2 to beat 1. Play with the midfielders and then you take off. Now I take it off. Now coach is in a touchline. You can't do that. At this level, you can't do that.
So coach, where do we go from here? What admit to say we have a very good team. Proper coaching, this team can go far. Your game against Tanzania, what should be the approach?
OBIBA, it is a situation I really don't like Ghana to be in at any level. We need to win this game at all costs to progress. Normally, no, your Crawford, your mentality, no, it's not up there. Whenever we find ourselves in the must-win situation, the Black Stars, the under-17, the under-20, women's national, we tend to fluff our line. Can you confirm? Answer a question. Can you confirm whether we have a psychologist with the team?
I've tried to check me confirmation yet.
I mean, So we were hot there, and we were coming in nerve kakra. Because in a must-win game, you don't go out there and begin to rush. Don't forget, in La, check me one, Anamibwa.
There be Somali winnie, Tanzania,
Tanzania,
yes.
You see the situation?
Yeah.
They also need to win to guarantee that they stay in the tournament. And you don't go out there and not know what to do. Everybody calm down. Believe in yourself. Yes, you can up the tempo. But upping the tempo doesn't mean you are doing a lot of turnovers. You are just going for the long ball. I mean, our team is a better team when we pass the ball around ourselves. When we pass the ball among ourselves, movement, receive, touch, give and go. Move, touch and go, receive, pass. That is why we are a better team. We progress the ball. That is Ghana. At all levels, we progress the ball from defense, from midfield to attack. We are always composed in our possession. So the coach will have to be told that you tell the girls to calm down, possess the ball with intent. When the opening is not there, don't force the pass. Yes, striker, but all she needs to be done, she needs to be guided, she needs to be coached. You're coaching herself because I think she's powerful, she's got good speed. So if we can manage her starting position, oh, that girl will be a lovely girl to have in your team. And she's going to benefit the team.
Doris Bodua now can
number 9.
Yeah, Doris Bodua.
Yes, she's very good.
Formerly of Azakes Ladies.
There you go. So she needs to be coached. So I'm a coach woman. I will always be interested in her starting position. Where is she going to start her movement from? She's also good on the ball. So occasionally you want to bring her to play with the midfielders. Now once she gave it to the midfielders and she takes off, one touch from the midfielder just to delay to make sure, say, while refining the movement to then pass into space. You don't need to give it to her at feet because she's spacey into space. Let her take them on. What you said? Yeah, to me, people said defensively. Look, I was so sorry for the little girl who caused the penalty.
Yeah.
I think she's a very good midfielder. She's very combative. She's very confident in possession. And you see, we need to play to our strength, Obiba. Hello?
Sure.
We need to play to our strength. Football, they say, if you have your strength and your own actions, Emma will say no, a dilute. And I say, wow, Emma will send over to my bubble. Then you are in a big trouble.
Coach, Yemfa Black Queens, the NC, and I'm Musa Bakope on Kumasi Asante Kotoko. O share omo against a year Accra House of Folk Sunday President Cup. O share team na omo glimpses of a team ever compete or CAF Confederation Cup ana.
Not at all. They are far, far away. Obiba Mukaya Bakope. We share standard that we share what CAF competitions. Look at the standard that Elali. Any Sundance, Ekodani, the World Club Championship. But the year, that is the peak, that is the apex of the game. So whatever you do from now on, you should have that in mind. It is a progressive thing. You see, a team like Kotoko, not say Africa. Kotoko should be able to buy any player they want to buy on the continent of Africa. Sundance to me, Kotoko Brazil player £10 million, and not 10 million. No, the team no about. What I saw of Kotoko on Sunday, we can only hope that they go beyond the first round. Would they get to the group stage? Maybe Karim Zito's experience with Dreams FC, or in the modern tide in Ghana football, or maybe Kocha after C.K. Akono, who took the same Kotoko team in the Comfort Cup to the group stage. Or no need coach, what too many Dreams FC. Nobody thought that he could do that. Or 2 years Adiano. No shock to Kobono Mubana. Obiba, there's a lot of loopholes in that team. I think defensively, House of Folk should have equalized, House of Folk should have beaten them. Because yes, they had 2 very quick goals to unsettle House of Folk. But apart from that, I think House of Folk were the better team because they created the better chances. Almost say penalty na there. Enti se we kotoko. Hello.
Coach, meet you.
Yeah, so we are kotoko. Now say you are going into Africa. Go and look at the standard of the competition and see whether you are up to the task. Remember, I think as a country, our club football is 10 years behind. 10 years behind.
10 years.
Yes, we are 10 years off the pace of the standard on the continent.
And you can say many other coaches Edin Komo off air.
Yeah.
Almost believe say we are 10 plus years behind.
Yeah, it's true. Unless football I say, then you will say otherwise. But so football I say, you will not limit it to even less than 10 years. But 10 years and above. But
what do you think Coach Karim Zito add today's Kotoko team? Our GFA Dr. Prosper Nate Ogunhono.
Only it will be too early. I think the team he's working with is Prosper's team. I was against the sacking of Prosperado. And I can't say the Karim Zito league in the Minya to me. But so one GFA Cup na Kotoko Pamano. And true to my session, I'm sure when he walked in there, he knew that the team will have to win the FA Cup, and he did exactly that. I think what he has brought is vast experience in terms of reading the game, which Omoni has now. He read the game, he went back, and they quickly pounced what they needed to pounce. But at the end of the day, as a coach, you are only as good as your players.
Sure.
The playing body of Kotokono must have standard with them. So he can only do as much as he can. But the players now are met to make a ball. If they are not up to what is required now, look, you put this Kotoko team against the team in Tanzania, the team in Zaire, the team in any of the northern countries. Minimum, Yanjika will never keep 4 or 5.
They will struggle. They will struggle
big time. They will struggle big time. Unless you don't want to be honest. But they've got some time. At least, normally drawn and say and surviving. Compare North Africa countries, so many teams. It's all about your points accumulation. So points in Israel, the picture against the big boys and they deal with you quickly, and then you get out of the tournament. So Kotoko can manage. Look at my words. So they can only manage. If they can manage and get to the group stage, then they should beef up the team. Right now, the transfer windows are open. Can Kotoko look at the continent of Africa and say, based on the previous CAF competitions, there is this 1 or 2 player who played here. We are going to buy him. I didn't know Sika Mudima players no Ghana Hano. Get to Kroko Bedre Num or the salary cap and Koshi Yehusu. There are people taking 400, 300, 500 Ghana cities a month in Ghana. Can Kotoko go to Africa and bring a player and pay the player $10,000 a month? They can't do it. Hasselhoff cannot do it. So how are we going to get to the standard? We can't get there. We are 10 plus years behind. That is required.
Medasi coach. Mamina was a passer and no pay. Minimum say, oh, busy schedule pa by a flow nano pay no waji and so enti ye better was it. Your poor show ya many as penny na ye beflow. Kutano o magic na odi na kutano na wama ye bi ba sempasa me kan cho se de waye oluman enti ne kotodwe ene ne echi ene ade nyina ye ne ye enti ontimi nya ne tese de wo ya otimi power no
enye no kre asempa wo hwe sisi a odi ti wedi mi oluman
no coach Christopher nimli me na coach ase pa always exciting see na ebe kasa yenkoi na ye ne Kwaku Ansa Albright enkodi nkomo na onfa amanone ense ko
Emma so say Kwaku Ansa Albright Ghana's 5-star me jimedra as usual na memfa amanane sam kakra ma boabo no mesomokrati asefobia na no pay otie happy 98.9 FM na unim se club world cup no eguso a ekoso dententen na me adoma enanimrei era the semi final games no ebe chance ewo MetLife Stadium ewo East Rutherford New Jersey oho na the first semi final game no ebe koso between Fluminense Boboko na omo free Brazil and FM Chelsea omo so free England na Kaina Channel so say stadium capacity no 82,566 honoma ene yegidie pass ni pa bebo dompim akoshe sa game no na nei center referee begina fifi ato ahiram no ye fe no François Letessier ono efi France oman mo na say anete ye duadua ma akoshe the possible lineups of both teams no se bibia nsi na during the warm up no bibia ensi na player bia wan touch wa sa players we ana be game na say e de ama fe no enti mu am kofi kese no mu lineup na efem proma steady on the part of Fluminense no Fabio as usual ono era mountain post no Ignacio ebejina mu Thiago Silva ebe captain team no Rene ejina bi Samson Xavier Samuel also ebebobi Hercules wa shot 3 goals so far in the tournament ono so ejina mu dententen Bernal ebebobi Samson Nonato also ejina bi Fuentes ebejina mu Arias ena Kano ena be lead attack no ede ama Fluminense boboko no on the part of Chelsea no say anatia say anatia on the part of Chelsea na Robert Sanchez no ana beda post ni mo Gusto ejiramo Makukuweya Adarabio yo ejiramo dententen Chalopa ebebobi Samson Moises Caicedo Reece James ana be captain team no Enzo Fernandez enso ebejiramo Neto Palmer Jackson ana be the attacking trident of Chelsea na me adoma 7 p.m. our MetLife for hini Bapo Brenya Abrana ho ana ohwe ni games bijide passes sa game enso obetimi akobo na akoma ho na Vincenzo Maresca dodo na charity our friend Enzo Maresca and manager Erma Chelsea boboko no ana say enei wo mu say players ni bebrebe the lap mo entimi enya kwanya embo ba Chelsea ebe find a solution to sa absence no.
Now with Levi and Liam, we want to find a different solution. Joao is ready. We have also Nico. For sure, we're going to find a solution.
Aaron Sama and Zoma Eska Eretuja, near Bisan, say Osha Fluminense Boboko na players Libebrebe, and no man you ho, Osham goalkeeper no clocking 40, Thiago Silva Munina clocking 40, na eno abaya how at the Chelsea Boboko na no experiencing the home set, Aya Fluminense Boboko na ekrebi papa, but or say age no ewosra, a woman say Chelsea Aya players no age now from ye pa, no same Pempino say age no ewosra, you have an advantage, any disadvantage.
You can have advantage or disadvantage, depends a little bit. We already had one entire season together, being the youngest squad in the Premier League, and we faced team with more experience than us, and we were able to do a good game, to win a game, or not win a game, and tomorrow will be exactly the same. As you said, we are probably the first or the second youngest squad in this competition, and we're gonna face probably the oldest one, and it's also a good test for this.
We are in Sama Vincenzo Maresca, and so added to Jarana player ball. Now, one so what to be Hokamapa. Now, the crack credit Johnny Mono, and you be sans Nico situation. The crack is saying, on a semi quiet crowd, say, and anyway, Obey Johnson sign us all as you can at Yama Chelsea. And the same as in a game plan, Ben Cra, and a Moody Remo, and a coming boom, say a simple crowd, Muramo, say game beer, and a quiet Chelsea Bobocono, a fast or adjusted.
Nico is okay, and then in terms of game plan for tomorrow, I think every game we try to adapt a little bit ourselves in terms of find solution, and we're gonna do exactly the same.
We are kakra Enzo Maresca at a preche na Jamie Gettins and Canano Sinakan at the Borussia Dortmund Bobokoro. In fact, Oshani Boba say if we Chelsea Remo Man City and if Mpono Oko Remu Crampo our the Borussia Dortmund as say Nene Wasan Ebuna Ketemo Asambe PM or Chelsea BM near Bisan said Chelsea our journey craft feeling no at the same on a Sibe past days with the Niaje papa Nan ho preno so Bejina Stanford Bridge in Sinusoisia Kandiama Chelsea.
I'm very happy for the past few days since it's going through. Excited to be a part of this great team. To see the fans in Stamford Bridge will be amazing, and I'm just happy right now. That's the word to describe myself.
Kakra Jamie getting senso erituja yara wonsam ate ama na yantin tomu awonsam kitten kiti edi antreche awamanane lami yama abemoi ojine ni ye papa enchebia enokopie mo Brazil oni nema mo ekohwi bomu ho ewakwani asanyina so na lami yama de abetuja se nyame adoma ne 18th birthday no odi ni kama pa Ibiza obetimi join live on Facebook na watch a pictures ni bi na Lamine Yamal say party ni de emu be de papa yes international singers be play and obetimi invite him ho na ose wo ba no strictly by invitation na che say yes mo dress na won na Ibiza na makobo ewrem ho ose da bi emfa ho na ose ru bakwa ene de ombe bu pumping and say obi amfa ne cell phone emba. And yes, if na ukita 16 Pro Max be now be check pictures. I said the NSM fata and the cotton tintina so ma do na chino abo so until Lamine Yamal said the 18th birthday ni de masa ebe ko yie pa ho and then kakra no so everyone ba yara on some at the Victor Jokers that's what Portugal but and entia TV guide at the abane say on the girlfriend Ines Agria yes so on a party ways Ninanke for the Sigana at Badano and send them to say, hey, Victor, don't go to England. Me Sweden, no, Minchua, and I'm about Bobra, men found Sa Emen and Amitro Sa Emedadano in Tene, Victor Jokers, and then a girlfriend party ways on the Arsenal Dean Commandant to Ja, Adam set or sit Nisikan Watisu €2 million in Tene Arsenal 4, and so I Wada or more Quaquatebri Victor Jokers, and so Ediaba na nsem wo ana yanti asem de Diogo Jota etimi kanchiri guye in a glorious center na ni enyan papa the city of Zamora was Spain in Chiamo na ene Liverpool form church ajo awa konyasa nyina so na omosi oma launch a new hashtag omodi aba omodi ra season mo o say do it for Jota eno omodi aba inti season ebe kono ye wu tifa hodwa enam eye the Anfielder Edia Trenchia ni na mo support Diogo Jota na Liverpool pay for set season bay Arsenal for one so my award United win award City augment squad but yes season by Liverpool for nya brace on meeting at Kruwa no na efempo no omode ahye papa wa hwere ne nkwa FM Diogo Jota omode ahye ne nunyam kama honom ene ne kakra no so efro no mpa na Ryan check no say yes on out it yard for edin komo last season ama o ahye mo say oba o dan so om sporting director catch and play and play fa say catch o ba no yes bia o automatic start o ba afi na ba pray for position yes no e na ankonye anfa ma Ryan check ya ono so etimi ebu na ketemu signing Edema POAKWA from Manchester City na Prince Al Walid Collins Fato Somami papa no sky papa na ono a golden member Edema Hilal Boboko no or say Oma Hilal Boboko no 69 million euros masa omonjeno fan top players asabi omwakukwa pa na omonfa mepiemo team na so ya yede won sem ate Real Madrid unim se Club World Cup ekosi omo matches na dodo na hwe papa na ohwe match omo ball against Al Hilal ni pe kwhwe 62,415 fans ene timi ekopiemo ho omo ne Pachuca ni pa 70,248 ene ekopiemo ho omo ne Red Bull Salzburg 64,811 and I'm cautious game no omni Juve so ni pay kopiem ho no na 62,149 fans and etimi ekopiem and just recently round of 16 game omo boy na quarter final game omo boy against Borussia Dortmund so ni pay kwahwe no na 76,611 fans and omo so etimi ekopiem ho no ma yara won sam ate na unim se semi finals no omni Paris Saint-Germain and bebo na yesi and drama day no Luis Enrique Emma players in a holiday na chese ha Trafa Kimi mo Dizera Due mo Chivika Kvaratskhelia mo omo na timi ajuju ma bodjuman dra omo Anthony Anthony ni nyanke fa no so many abre so metimi ache Real Madrid boboko no na efempo no omo jom hajuma Angel Fabian Di Maria oba Europe 18 years ago ene kuntuanhwa na akorechi Emma bemu no so akọ back to the boyhood club yefe Rosario Central ono so etimi akopie mo no ma o hwabwa se bibia ebekoye Damian check Collins Fato Somani Damian check eye Peter check ni tebia mu ba ankasa no so yes okoton wa no ma de sense from yes okoton wa no ma ne ba no so with this 16 years ono so goalkeeper ne atage Peter check ate there wetimi akọ sign ɔde ama Fulham boboko na until 2027 no abemu a yɛfɛ Damian Check ne papa ɛyɛ goalkeeper ɔno nso bɛgye ne din yie paa no yɛfɛ Peter Check no ɔno nso atumi akɔ sign yɛhwɛ sɛ biribi abɛkɔ yie na efe mpo ne papa nam ɔtuyɛ no ɔno nso atumi yɛ follow ne kama hɔnom a ɛna no pɛ yɛ kan na nso ate bi hɔ na United are starting ɔmo first training na Collins fa pictures ni gu so ma me first training no players wey ɛna etimi ɛbae hɔ ama Diallo oh my goodness ɔbae ama asɛ nso ɛbae Koleya ɛnso ɛbae Kunya ɛnso ɛbae ɔmo new signing no ɛna efe mpo no Matthias de Ligt ɛnso ɛbae Fredrickson ɛbae Tom Heaton ɛbae Heaven ɛnso ɛbae Leon Kobe Meno Masrai Mason Mount Onana Shaw ɛna efe mpo no Joshua Zexi mu nyinaa etimi ɛbae pictures no ɛna really live on Facebook Happy 98.9 FM now yɛbu aketemo free association football na yɛntintomo ɛwɔ ɛyɛ tennis a egu so ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ mpedin the 138th edition na games ni bi ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ quarter final games no Marian ɛyɛ Celik efiri ɛyɛ Croatia ward number 88 ɔne ɛyɛ Flavio Koboli efiri Italy ward number 24 ɛno nso ekorie 4-6 4-6 7-6 6-7 in favor of Flavio Koboli Italian also etimi qualify ɛde akɔwura mu ɛwɔ the quarter finals Alex Dimino efi Australia ward number 11 ɔne Novak Djokovic ɛna de boani ɔyɛ ward number 6 ekorie 6-1 4-6 4-6 4-6 in favor of Novak Djokovic na Djokovic kasa kakra Roger Federer ndra na ɔno nso ɛwɔ hɔnom a ɔno nso ɛbɔ ne akɔma na Novak sɛ game no mu yɛ din edu baabi no na nka onya ɛgye Roger Federer kwan ɔfa so ɛde volley ɛde serve a na nka ɛbɛkɔ yi ama ne paa.
I obviously love winning in straights, to be honest, if I can. But, in the days like this where obviously as you progress in the tournament, the matches are only going to get tougher. And, Alex has been now established top 10, top 15 player for the last couple of years. And, he's, as I said, very tough to play against on this surface. I've never faced him on this surface. So I was slightly more nervous coming into this match. And that reflected, I think, on my game in the first set. Yeah, I mean, it was a very difficult encounter. A lot of challenging moments for me. Sometimes I wish I had a serve and volley and a nice touch from the gentleman that is standing right there. That would help.
Na chese gentleman o kanona Roger Federer ono so etimi ekopo ne akoma eho games ni bebrebe e twaguye yenhuri ni anko Janeksen ade no so ono Grigor Dimitrov from Bulgaria and the boy ndra na yasefem papa o hwe kwan Grigor Dimitrov eche Janeksen anko wiwie no kra first set no born 6-3 second set so born 7-5 and efem po third set no na 2-2 hono ma Grigor Dimitrov enso etimi nya sa shoulder injury injury na went to me Antwaso into Yannick Sinner and Otimi qualify honoma na no she papa na Yannick Kasai or say Osha Tono Mokonina the most hardworking player I be my FN Grigor Dimitrov but injury no and the Hano but I'm wishing his speedy recovery.
I don't know what to say because he is an incredible player. I think we all saw this today and he's been so unlucky in the past couple of years. An incredible player, good friend of mine also, and we understand each other very well off the court too. And seeing him in this position, it's honestly, if there would be a chance, that he could play, the next round, he would deserve. And but now, mostly, I hope he has a speedy recovery. Very, very unlucky from his side. I don't take this as a win at all. This is just a very unfortunate moment to witness for all of us. And yeah, I think already in the last, Grand Slams, he struggled a lot with injuries, and seeing him now again having this kind of injury is very, very tough. And we all saw this, with his reaction, how much he cares about the sport. He is one of the most hardworking players on tour, and it's very unfortunate. Thank you for coming, but this is not the end we wanted to see, and it's very sad. And we all wish him only the best. Let's go.
Na chese areho sema no so epiema Grigor Dimitrov and so Anthony Henry match no elho na but before no and quarter finals ni memana film ne shase Taylor Fritz from USA on Karen Kechanov and the Cameron Norrie and Carlos Alcaraz and also Basso 2 p.m. elho nyame adumedechna Flavio Cobolli Italy on Novak Djokovic 10 a.m. Basso Yannick Sinner and Ben Shelton and so the best so dintia ya the one sem Emma Mayo no say and tie quarter finals no Mira Andreeva and Belinda Bencic and the Bebani and Fempono Iga Swiatek and Lyudmila Samsonova and so at the with us so ne Fempono Bibia Akoye Kama Elho Arina Sabalenka and Laura Sigmund from Germany at the with us so Elho ne Fempono Amanda Anisimova and so and Anastasia Pavlyenchenkova na special deal with the special chamisa so I know she papa and then kakra no so if you on ba you don't want some at Emma you better we so ne Fempono yede abanane semene nyina si e na pay mi chia mi ame wofa odi asempa kwame oware kafiri nyame inshira ni papa ene ya waya ma mi nyina wiase ame ba futu ahodo a ode ma mi abrane no ami se emredu a e se futu no ode ma mi nyina no afi na me ba ba ye adwuma baako mienu miensa na efimpu ni ahwese eniama ebekoye kama ede amaya na meko OBIBA meko.
And the Cretrodos here high sensor, the about chimney television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner. Now so when you say your laser TV, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, kakrabim ponon. So to idea away ho, in few numuntem, se hote chima, near free yania, Fabra, yensia mawa, yabesa sama. Se say so the high sense showrooms no, ebu wagana fanenina, into bibina o patwa, banaiko, neko jodia, ebi one cry, tama, kumasi, takrade, takwa, mankesim, obuase, sunyane, techima, tamale, hohoi, kofodia, ebona da boko edemao. Si yaka high sensor, ni yechre diye echeno, diye ya papano, diye ense nyina mkaniano, diye feno, ne ya befono. Bibina upenchrimua, freye, 0302-550000. Anako abefo anansentinta anusu. Ubenya highsense.com.gh. Yawa Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any YouTube so. And also share Hisense Ghana. Hisense, the name was so be abotum. Enono.
When I get home and want something quick to chop, everything inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water. So kiss made easy, yo. Kivokari make Kivokari for your office. Boarding house. Kivokari everything inside. Groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Sockings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
Emmanuel Fusuapi atnase ode ye ba eye oman mu hansem ensem a ewo oman mu nyina eno abobo no ena ode ebenedie aso yo hia ne se bansiri bi ebo ne nsa no sa se mi hu da ntina meka ya la hu da mi hu ye se mi hwe ya mi hu ene pe na mehu se dansa menum se bia ya fa eye emrante hene anase
ade a me ta pepa
sa
oye
enti hwi ni me de mensa kan hwe nyame
o da bi mitimi fanya hwe
okay
me adwembone ni mitimi we e makokora me nana na ide to no uze am ta kana na fosu no ya hene iti na dia odi jam enti omu ana me kai papa na no machine
no ahye ene ye nkon
ba menye bi ma odi ansa special ba first time fiat go see the special so we money e po ano
da bi
na mani nwie ni emra ba ke so wie beba owie a mani nwie ni emra
ye nya for no
emra no nti emre intima special nwie the emre ye be call Black Queens camp nti emre nim kra
ka wa assembly camp ahụ any of the jado 1 minute
no ma udi a
all right abraso see room ye man mu nsam ahodo obi wa POAKWA Brown ede ni tumi kakra no so apone ede ama me semadu no adi animu ana du adi animu ide me nsumi ba be room me ka ro hye ne so se dodo na ejina ene Black Queens nsam e course so na afei coach ni nsam ode to sports minister enra na ni kokwa pipe anye se eyabufuo bi esanse kofo bi ayamaje so on fire binds ase otimi ekokohwe oni nyina ho nsam yebetimi ere atodwa ewo ha kan na hye so se high sense me ka cho se na so ye no ene wapa ho de se electronic appliances a wonya no fie ni nyina no na ono kwa ho na obeti nya ena afi so ebo pa esanse ahoden anase enyina ahoden entete no kra bia obo nsa amanfo etiti bi da bi amode omo products na ntisa if microwaves ekosi refrigerators ahodo if microwaves ekosi refrigerators ahodo ena afi eno atwe no so no mepacha o kai hye ne so se me catch us laser tv no etise de wan kasa da nipa ni gina wani mtu di bo game asem pam no mo pe sa games akese no what ase ya enya asem ketwa PS4 ni PS5 no enei omo eso no mo bo no kama pa amanema etimi ekoye every 100 inches kosi 150 inches ubenya bi and afi television awodo eno so 32 inches de ko ni nyina so ebi high sense de ne niema danso osan manufacturing warranty e da ho a ene bi touch ma weti akọ mo na san no madi nkita on pacho to na mo ekom ya bi tisa manya Legon and cry and afi Tudu La Paz and am pacho Bachona North Industrial Area Junction Mall Achimota Mall West Hill Small Tema Community welcome to 25 and afi Kisima Bachona Broadcasting Bacho nyina no obetimi ehuomo udu Kumasi nso ano akai no ahye ne nso se adum main no and afi adum post office nso bi Kumasi tafo ahembro no mu ho na afi tanoso enso ko abehuomo ato aso ko esunyan takra de takwa na afi mepacho tamale ho oboase mankasim and afi kuforu anyina nso no waso no 0302550000 na ne omni kita ho e woni ma bia open high sense or see everyday prices for everyday people na ye free some na se dia ye mfrase ye free honorable Kofi Idi Adams ono sports and recreation minister ena eneyi watimi abomodin abon konten akọ boteman na papa ne kokodu ho no okwesem se na papa no asama ha no pa ni nyina ne se asase yantam a yetimi aban true NPP aban no a omutwami omutimi efae ana omukọje ye free Legon fo ho ede makwan so eje asase be 99.9 acres se empono omde boteman ho no ade ba ko a na ene se omu yusumu 43 acres ene de ye bibia ewie omu wie na omu chese won hihye ne ni diso ahodo ene agudie mu nsam bia bia omu pese omu ye na agoprama ahodo metia ye ede aka boteman de ho enu tire na ye se aban asase de edawa na no ye tie a amanfo ko dwinsa asere so bia ye ne yantam de be ye omu project no ena papa no etu na moko na ara hosam ne se no a okopie okra na kofo bi aja oman ya omu machoma no komu no munim se sports minister se ja omu de omu wura no ma hye omu adwuma kwa be fense okwa sabese akwasum ni wura nimiam na se ensa no mu se sports minister na o chese bon omu nyina free ho na no ena wura no ewie odi nkomo kakra ni nkomodie no se encroaches na omu efrase saade no afrase eso omu kai no mu hu se land na aka ni nyina no no de sa.
Government of Ghana through an arrangement acquired 99.5 acres of land from University of Ghana for purposes of developing the facility for the All African Games Accra 2023. So about 43 acres was used in erecting the facilities as we have it, which we toured today. The remaining portion of land is for future development because the intention is to make sure that Ghana, as a sports-loving country, develop multi-purpose sports facility and even add accommodation facility to utilize those ones that are already been done. But clearly you can see behind and in front of me standing here that encroachers are virtually taking over the space in the last 3 months and developing rapidly. This is not right.
Where and someone opening a friend of Kofi Adams on all sports and recreations minister etimi edituja. Now we no know what was what say. In coaches na some person catch on and say why you were human do said yen no developers are sending their project and do said yen. A brother says some bugua emra edaho and ma kwan so kind no mudinya asase no. Nti ya bind the idea, a bind this our kwan also e be buni nyina agu.
All those who either are paying for land in this area, this space, from where the wall is for the facilities, all the way to the stream, which serves as a boundary for the land acquired from the wall for the purposes of developing sports infrastructure, not to continue with the transaction. Those who are engaged in construction, who have paid already and are constructing, it's better for them to stop. Because any investment they make in this area will be a wasted investment. We have every documentation that covers this piece of land that I'm talking about, the 99.5 acres. Every documentation. The final documentation have been secured. You can rush to want to construct, you can do it in the night, you can do it over the weekend, but at the right time, we will bring everything down. So it is better for you not to waste your money at all. So that what you have spent already, if you cannot retrieve it from those who gave you those pieces of land that it belonged to them, at least you save your losses.
Ano ayen someone or the two twenty more France coach assassin there. Munche media the mechanic say empanifo a wo mo the assassin mae any say asafo ache say you know say you why na involve omo bi so omo indenture no mo anya so de a omo form ntumbe bosome ba ko bi no mo se wiase abaya assassin yemfa asem enkoso ewo ehonoma eno ene de etimi ekọ yemfro na afa yemfia ni nchemu eno a Black Queens no edincho eka mienu a bayana for mai na just South Africa for ma fa for etimi chi omo ka mienu a omo atiya simoje na omo wie no ena Kimlas ekodi nkomo de kan no wase omo lusu concentration kwa omo fa so ebo ni nyina na after the goal no say mapa one lusu concentration and on a contribute to niema p.
Really happy with the start of the game for us. I think we're the better team the first half hour until the penalty came. They can score from the penalty. It came a little bit from nowhere. After that, we gave them the opportunity to score another one. That's the problem a little bit when we lose the concentration, then we give it away too much. But otherwise, I think the performance is good, I would say. I mean, we know we were playing against the previous champions, so maybe the potential, the toughest game that you can play in this tournament. Like I said, I think we did many good things. So if we take the good things with us into the next two, then I'm pretty sure that we're going to make the playoffs, and that's the most important.
We someone Kinlas Bionkogren and so edited na say okay beyond boss sa papa no so bakaya ono ebrebi abese ko tennis no yes enwuma na abi na enei yes andani ani Kimlas eta to aso e no chem che say oh ni nyina mu no omunya positives enne niam bia na many good things no musua free sa ade ni mo fi say emabawa no although you're disappointed, but near P or almost your free more or you saw more common anymore.
So I'm, of course, a little bit disappointed over the results, but not so disappointed over the performance. I said before the game, there's going to be a close game. It's going to be a 50-50 game. I think it was the stats that I had. It was we were talking XG. It was similar, more or less, in shots. I think it was 13-11 for us. Shots on goal, we had more. We had more corners, for example. So overall, like if you're looking at stats, it's a close game, or we actually better sometimes. And yeah, many good things, but they're a little bit cleaner inside of the box. And we know that they have a couple of good players for sure, so it's good for them.
We someone Kimlas Black Queens coach 8 minutes to ja. You na fe yemwie samba kumienu bi. Na enwa ena two anim kwasiara no Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne Accra Hearts of Oak Dupuani a match no ba na we Nations President Cup Kumasi Asante Kotoko etimi Atebri Cup no say omo ena edi nkuni mo sa game no na eno ɛna ɛba na wie no kresam sɛ amanfoɔ de nsɛm ɛtoto to dwa na no a ɛwɔ Happy Sports no so de bɔ nkɔntere etimi fra brantie a yɛfrɛ no Karim Al Hassan ɛne no edi nkitaho kakra na yɛbisa sɛ o na wohwɛ sɛ deɛ nneɛma si kɔ yie ɛne wohwɛ sɛ deɛ game na ankasa esi ɛkɔɛ no na ɛte sɛ ma ɔso ɔno ɔgye tumi yie pa sɛ ɛyɛ new technical team ɛne management eti sɛ bɛyɛ ne baako pɛ na a new technical team say ebeya omo etimi enhwe Karim Al Hassan no o che say ebeya supporters ntiase say afei e na omo aba bedru na enti na hia say ombenya bre e de ama omo
because I think almost 2 seasons maybe all my supporters no any club no but all the team no management never anything omo to come by anything for now I think we can't blame on them for now. They should, before the season will start, they should adjust.
And someone last and the two jar. Now, Ron Macado, and so a vice president, the Ghana Football Association, Operino, and a mobile match, you know, Chimchester, or Jitumi passe, Gorogone Hasna, and none of board now, Omode, and Mayan, or Madad, near me, the Pefe, 2 sides no. Actually, be I'm a NJ and it does so upper. So, Corocone has no more brave said, almost more bono. Assign Ababim.
I think it's a memorable event, and I'm glad everything went well. And the spectators were happy. The president was graceful enough to show up and donate this beautiful cup. So, I think overall, a very, very positive start for a new season, or to end an old season. And also ushering the new season was starting in September. So overall, very, very good event. You could see that people still like good football as it was displayed. So I think that the notion that our football is dead is just it's quashed in this instance. As anybody that came here to watch this game saw a beautiful game, good patronage. A solid display of artistic football from all sides. So overall, good game.
We and someone etimi etoja na minyina so Royal Senator so say omo atabri no say eye apamfo a omo badwene na afi omo ahyehye niema Ghana Football Association no wada no efa enei champion of champion a eba so mekire committee omo seti say planning for champion of champion a say omo Bokumasi Asante Kotoko ni the winning league no be any Gold Stars no sa committee no omo ono na omo de no ato ano nti Accra ena no ehunyi white kama pa ya otimi eboho eti ye just asem so na fe ye de esia kai national so se okopie mu ewo ema no aso ya after eno games no said ye enhihye kakra no esi akoye nie na wadaroma ya na waboa me ewo omo table no eso ne said ye esi ekoe eti uhwemu a Nigeria ewo 3 points, Algeria ewo 3 points, Botswana any point now for Tunisia and so Edian on no actually no so no Urumu South Africa ewa 3 points, Mali ewa 3 points, Tanzania any point na Ghana and so -2 upon see any points in here sao -2 ewa and no and so any day it because we WAF corner cause Morocco no Sunday city you know so I mean Kai say high sense or say everyday prices for everyday people OBIBA POAKWA Brown Tiki Utumia or the man.
Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. Number one everywhere you go. Big goal. For the friends and the family. Big goal. Big refreshing moment. Big goal. For the kids and the adults. Big goal. Boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal. Everywhere the party day. Big goal. We go mash up the place with the big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal. Big refreshing moments.
Big old drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Happy Sports, le meilleur. Happy Sports, supérieur. Happy Sports, exceptionnel. Happy Sports, numéro 1.
Benadi. Say me fini me fi na me ya.
Okay, na no ntumi ade wa fa wo ka wa sa me tira no. Ne ko krom.
Ni pa be sigati ati ni sigati ati na ni pa be sigati ati ona shika ona loko baba loko man kan ni baba sigati ati na ni baba sigati ati ona shika
enyum ni nyina ne se sika ebewo ho sika besa na nipa wo ho nti wo sika na wa ma wonua bi wo sika ma wonua bi pa wate na ma adwuma no enye din ma no te se de na Judas ka kire Santo no me samu akwa babim e de aba happy 98.9 FM ya Happy Sports sabre de 11 minutes abo e de apa 11 ti baby awa utie bia no we are in the final leg of our show ena no pain na mamen ansane e beto aso no kra no mamen na jibu drinking water aseye papa jibu for say o struggle so be refill with water dispenser na ene de ona aba e de amount afen so o struggle say obenya eye proper eye cooking eye water na eno eye dispenser unum se nei omo de dispenser ba unhia se odi besi machine so omo aye ne te se de pipe etimide eye pipe ano ehye rubber ho no yes eno bi ena omo aye omo de sa pipe ano ni bi e de ahye eye bottle no eho e de ama utimi de su kitchen ena afin so jibu se men kan cho se o my specially design a year 20 liters a year bottles a ebano in a year 2 variant ba kono a year the DC dispenser machines so and ba kono so come with a cooking and as come with a tap to say the my pipe so say the chim pipe e bi no omo de a share a year bottle ne ho kama fe uchim na wabu nsuo no obetimi de asi kitchen obetimi de asi hall nkwala no nse nkwala de omuse nsuo pa nkwala no munsuo esi nsuo pa nti ebi wo ho a 20 liters omu bububu kura ebi bekam ena afi nso omuse unumse bottles ahoro a ewo krum ni nyina no enu 19 liters kra eye 18.9 liters but jibufo edi 20 liters bottles edi aba enti obetimi de 18 no akọ exchange for 20 latest bottle ni bi amu new sika bia onya de ko ya na de amomo Saturday meni obi ko omo Wisconsin road branch no meni obi ko ha no kuta 18.9 ni bi yeduru a ena otu aka ena je otu ensuo ni ka ena je sa bottle no omo 20 liters ni bi ena otu ensuo ni ka ena de ko entu sika bia ewo ho na jibufo nse mensan kan che se omo Ghana ha dwumadi omo di wo Ghana ha nyina no omo sign wo 9 other African countries omo di say dwumadi ewo ho enti omo se ene de switch from a year baby I want to jibu for convenient a year refill esan say omo wo 9 plus a year branches betimi akọ no akọ ye o refill no airport Alliance Française ho aye wo ho North Legon ehona make us Saturday mini obi ko no Wisconsin road hona Opa Invest no okọ wanimu a be 100 meters a omo ewo ho adentanso ye wo next to Cosby One College of Fashion ehonso ye ho ba osu a ye chi ya osu ye wo photo club imaging chen hona ene ye wo oduru dansoma na ye branch a ewo ho no ewo exhibition runabout Oba Salam Down ha opposite Old Togo Embassy ewa Salam Down sanso na oduru so tuomu a ade choba junction no ye wo oduru Madina afi ye wo opposite social welfare ewa Madina hwa na jibu semen kanchiro se ene se uwo baby a yabobo obo nyina na pese o ye distributor na se o ye o pese oji omunsuo ni bi eton ewo area ho a on be boa abrande o shop no abrande o tricycle no kama e de amount na wanya eho emfaso enti bra na o koji budi a na o from e wo 0302 528 669 0302 528 669 jibu a better life na enra me bo chairman so e wa ha e the chairman akolis ni nyina e de ma miami nua eye akosi asempa na ye pon show no e na mia madamfo baako e frem o se o mpese me boni din o frem no se na de na me de chairman nyina e de ama Isaac na de me kan ni nyina no otimi satisfy sa na ma ni nyina timi ye chairman e na me se sa e na me kan e na no pe se me sa pe chairman foforo na no pe o say not every chairman is chairman ti de me kan you being a chairman is more than just a title. A chairman is the one who makes his woman happy in bed. A chairman is the one who gets appellations in the morning. Every chairman would attest to his happiness start with a kiss. So my brother, wow, me pe chairman, if you want to be a chairman na me pe no, then you should always start with a kiss. Visit your nearest pharmacy or chemical store to get Kiss condoms and Kiss strawberry gel. Start with Kiss condoms and go smooth with Kiss strawberry gel. Enti wey adia omo Kiss for diaba condom unim Kiss condom deda. Ena de dia beka okra no Kiss strawberry gel. Eno no etimi ma oye bosu se o de fa ho na o bo oba no pamparupa na o bo no konofi kono otiase pa o fili no sori anopa ene miwura ma de nyina makoma mu tofe menya wanka mewu ye menya ona na wen kra na acha ansa na mebehia we na chese obo wabodin sa esanse wabon yi ama watiase ama wo fili pa iya busa Collins nanamuako obo yie na se obo na bodin sa opeso san bo biem na bibia aye kama jowo ehyense obo girls ne pa enti ono ohia Kiss condom me kaida no omo bechiche bi man wa ha me di ehye me bag mu na jowo chinchina me mfa me Kiss condom ehye me bag me mfema no isan so obo girls ne papa enti chairman ba kope soccer bet say omo de soccer chance aba enti men kanfo emfema na no pen ni nyina ne se omo ma great opportunity se wini bet e wo bra ulusu tieni ye omo ma opportunity to win even when you are losing and don't any a friend soccer chance no for 10 plus matches na make sure say us ni nyina 1.30 or higher. Ulusu one game every matches abefa ni nyina mu a ye amount 3 times your stake and no your rewarder ye the amount terms and conditions apply. Rima ko miensen ene na no pe o maso yasen a ye de happy sports bro Isaac Asempa ye offer odi Asempa de no fama me intentem na afi
okay na odi o say in the oko massage or doctor Sabash ho okay Sabash baby okọ ya se won 10 na o se won timi ndẹ kom sa so ko ni biem
omo san koye ne sa biem omo ko twetwetwe no
me sire nyame ahonde e de man se on kon kogu ne ma se biem
sa
nti me sire nyame ahonde e de ma
na se okra o ya brand ya ogina so ye obi a untimi nten
ampa ha adwene pa
na ono a sa abre ni fie no e ko ni nim kakra
ye ha adwene se ga no o de tom no
etu nenum
tafre ta me minim de odi o tafre tom ho a
e no de ensu
o sa ice block
edigu
nenum
ye kan ice block ye kan ice cubes
ice block te de boy ice block o de ice block no gu nenum so o be hu me so madam pa
ko be hu agu he
madam
te venka wa e na o se ti kan fa de no na fi yenko eye Morocco ne yenko Black Queens camp yemra
enti o se oda omomo Sabah Sheba Center for nyina se La Paz Dr. Sabah nankasa ena Esther or nurse ena Francis administrator enti inde yo ko for masajom ko mi na kwatrentino nimpom ti ofa odi Asempa Kwame Ware ena o se ochia omunyina na fe nso say osan so chia and spiritual fathers and mothers. Evangelist Michael Lapia, Reverend Dora Otima Yensu, Omnia Presby Church, Grace Congregation Media, and offense Reverend Noah Kojo Apia of Pentecost Christ Vision Ministry Media Fellowship, and a brother Akokwa of Media Kitwa, and a elder Donko Hebron Church, and a brother Desmond Hebron Church, in Tiamo, and a mu champai and say D. Yamin San Empire. Ye dwa egu ne so no enye empire ketwa nti nyame nkosra no na onhye ne din emfa emayen
yeda eno eye ofa Kwame Odi Asempa Kafidi dodo na afre Kafidi pa eno ho asem na ye kan Kafidi na ena no pay oko Dr. Sabash say yenye Sabash na oko ne nti doctor enemu amu ho nyina ye chiamo ena afi osofo wo eye Grace Congregation
ba onimo
Presby asori there be mini media ho ba me kwa asori dem
na wo no ye ne say event say we den
no Clark ne dey say ma sorry dem
incident
ma sorry
you want so open now you no ne say
so bia eye wo ni baby o
enti wo ntu de waso no wo no kwa na we as o ye gweduma no like
ena ye ne media nso ni district
it doesn't matter
it matters yensan ni
ejwanu ni yedie
yensan ni presbytery ba akomumpo
ejwanu ni yedie
media ewo under Gan West Presbytery me wo Gan Presbytery
nti ejwanu ni yedie
nyame
ejwanu ni yedie
papa nyame adwuma de na nyi nyame adwuma
boy
me pa cho yenfa eye Matilda Emra Albright we Collins Frey Albright mama no fa
Prince
Matilda
Emra ye wrong calculations bi wa ha and then mo ye Emra ntia no kra mo asenye and that wrong calculation. Party pay na we na very very wrong.
Adent.
No, Indra was saying Indra no. We na buy. No, but say
na one figures.
Na say money calculation number say me.
That be. You better who the opposite.
I was doing party calculation. Inti
mo na we put figures no.
E
na we go figures.
Say the salary in the 5 years na be saying. But me who say figure now me who no. But because of the time in the wind, a week, you how many weeks in a year?
52 weeks.
52 because that's a confusion between
52 weeks.
52 and 54.
No, 52 weeks.
It is 100,000 times 52 rather.
Send your own out
times times 5. Until the pay no in 5 years 26 million pounds rather. If say
so 100,000 by 5 to
26 million pounds rather and not
to buy a so 100,000 by
5 years
52 weeks by
5 years
by 5
26 million pounds Charlie and yes kaketwa
on your case no much you bear half
but some you have cry say even say 15 million po and 50 million pounds
and can say
yes, they leave that.
The ban and say, or the man assorted boys, Nancy, or assorted boys. No, now, wanting in count or
Edu say, we do £1 million.
No, only £1 million.
We do over guy with 100,000 pounds.
Only every but let's
we do 10,000.
10,000 they were 10,000 pounds.
I mean this guy me 10,000 pounds.
Also 10,000 there be 10,000 bro.
No, I'm saying that.
Party banu di 10,000 per organ.
There be I'm saying that party this KD in heavy sir. Obaga than this KD in heavy.
Sir.
Say me now carry
say free ho ba dia me.
Oh ni ko follow mo be you but bless the kudos mo bata say kudos say oba what we say.
Odisika.
Yes, I'm disika. I'm going to say do disika to pranda. E mo some person am so
akola ketwa say party otna ne de ne so ba we mo ba mo
so
say ma read this scripture natural da obi o sika oteso sa obi on so a owo bomu
una wu
so yeah oteso say
that be yes enti
no obiawo
it depends on who is talking.
Oh, it's true. No obiawo baby a oye the action ever.
Okay.
Obia e won the action but we say Lamate for instance
Daniel Amate
risk on club but since over Ghana has say be 1 year near mu no sika kwani blue no. I'm saying that at least You be waiting on the number 2-3 because every now and then.
A chrome ha a hero, I bet a best as
blue kakra. Blue kakra.
Sika de owa can wear blue.
Sika and blue.
Nancy and that boy.
Sika blue gas in the week. If would mark gas in the
easily gonna. Oko tena baby ano money omo aba no guest or no see the table is in your face. Na bibia can but asempa usweetat Davi Matilda ewo ahomane so onu na ye media attache every Ghana Football Association or attached to the Black Queens ene o team no camp team no hotel ewo Morocco ba omo ankasa de ho no mo kan Morocco Matilda memo akwaba edeba happy 98.9 FM.
Hello.
Yeah, Matt mpacha otemenka. Oh, Matilda owosu ba ontemenka yebesan freni biom na ya connect no biom ni ahwe said ye koso ewo eho ye pese yenya action kakra free Black Queens camp inti Matt mpacha otemenka Matilda mpacha otemenka ontemenka Matilda entemenka mpacho ontemenka yebesan freni biom na afi ya hwe said ye ko ene said ye ba nyina ewo dwumadie iso Matilda ye pese ye hu said ye Queens no after omo defeat enura no defeat anenkrofo bebre su se na omo expect na emum ya be ebantem dodo Matt mpacho ote yenka
Pacho mi tonka
medase pa na mami Musa se Queens camp etisen ena anopen.
Oh, Queens camp de haboko
Bokosa, how disappointed are the players after defeat, you know?
Well, Obia come match more with the aim of to win the game. But if you don't win, you'll be disappointed. But at this particular moment, my disappointment no override your tournament now, no. And then the tournament itself is not just a game. We have more games to play. And no actually saying maybe I don't know too much is not can even win. And that is the mentality for now.
Okay, that's the mentality because Ghana for Bebre Susu say your next game against Tanzania no crucial pass pese ye free group ma remember the last time Ghana participated here no na ye host Accra Sports Stadium ye ntimi make group stages so how na team no nyina prepare towards the Tanzania game.
Well, our very next game is against. I think our very next game is against Mali.
Oh,
the next game, yes, it's against Mali. You remember Tanzania last match?
Oh wow!
Nyame aduma if you are dead enemy na you remember that match on the 11th. We are preparing. We are a recovery training and. After that, it's now a full training session. Now Thursday, you go through all the pre-match formalities. Near 1 hour training. Then Friday we play the game. So our schedules no ends. So na so according to the competition rules and everything.
Are there some injury situation and after game no cost the affair no when we be about there minor any major injuries be in camp and ahead of Friday's game.
No, not at all. So now during the game we didn't record any serious injury, and so there is nothing as such. But our own players, we match, we work as me and all those things, and the physios, the doctors are taking care of them. all the time to make sure they are very ready for any game day. So I think that's the situation for now. There is no major concern.
No major concerns, but share enura game no. Omo share game no, and share game ni nyina susu say the girls no omo boye, but for that penalty incident no. Then technical handlers no can about that decision.
Well, this and the no make us say enura no a trim. Yes, the decision wasn't something that we were all happy about, but it came. We are moving forward. So we just spoke to the ladies, told them to put South Africa behind. Now we're concentrating on the 2 matches that in the group stage. I think that is it. We can't do nothing about it for now.
Mami Musa, Timono, more corner, more the psychologists attached to the team. Ewo Morocco ana
Bachadabi.
Okay. Because they've been concerns after 2 quick goals, in terms of psychology wise, the girls were very down, and that was when you needed somebody in that mood. A woman coach, Ebetimi provide this idea by somebody in that mood to sort of lift the girls. And until mama busa osano.
Yeah, it's true. The coaches are doing their bits, but in terms of coming in with the psychology, will be on the portfolio and so a psychologist need young family samba, but the coaches are working on that to make sure it doesn't really affect them. Yeah.
One other motivation at the national team camp at our tournament, omusika sem. Na nyanenti yesen kenura minister ebeba Morocco, but yehwe ne atinare ne de oye wa ha ne de a wanya ama dabe na minister eba na pesoda no dabe na oba for girls no mo per diem ene ade nyina.
Question I think there will be that ministry PRO because and I don't really know their movements. I don't know what the plans are. But the only thing that I can assure you of is the minister have spoken to the girls himself. And the girls nankasa kasa agree on several things. While all say, while sure almost say everything will be sorted out. Either Endra no and I say latest by Wednesday the thing should be sorted out for them. Internal they need to have that assurance, no. But as to when you will be here, who is coming and everything, I think that one day is the ministry that can give answers to that.
Matilda no Matt Ejume say oh ya kosoro ba Ike what Matilda said here oh you me slide
and for
slide no for me ho kakra obeso for me ho kakra na Mami Musa yes minister no ene o makasa but one year because in the structures of the F their management committee Emma various national team ni nyina we one leader of delegation in terms of the management by the FA.
Management by the FA, and ideally we should be having our women's school rep, Victor Wari, here. But for some recent happenings and any personal issues, she's not here. But 3 of her management committee people are here. So when we were coming, we were led, or the head of delegation for this tournament here, Madame Roselyn Netose Bonsu. So person who ni pakra oya o carry ni media ma Moses Parker the wife. On leader of delegation wa ha. Onu nechi no Upper East RFA chairman Salif Uzida deputy to Madam Gifty ono so wa ha. ena nana Fushuji abo Opoku the second no na ampem da kwa ladies owner no so ye a part of the management no so wa ha ansa na ye director of national teams Alex Asante ono so ne ye wa ha ansa na ye FA president second CAF vice president Kate Edwin Simeon Okraku enso ne ye wa ha enti for now these are the people and in Accra before you go match no ambassador no so ne entourage Ghana ambassador to Morocco any ne entourage almost by ye no mo nyina ne call game no enti no se sanity.
Hey, the mat a solid yeah team we ho no enya adeketu akra o because solid omo any power bomb din nyina na real Asante nko ano no nko aye institution mu na GF president
the whole football encyclopedia
ni nyina na ne wo ho no na owo a whole CAF second vice president wo ho a chese bibia koso yi kama pa wo ho nti jabe yedimu besi ha se hwi ni ho a pese mebusa mat enti wabobo
me pacho me ma Ike misa masem
okay
ma ni musa masem
me pacho mat Ike so pese busa enti pacho tie no
mat jabo ko de
ya do woko
enti onka ba to de no ka no chiri
se me hu bibia
na mu coach no oya de
oyade
sao
ai oyade
okay and pen am
say me say bibi officer de fa no mama answer
mat once and so pa
simple and short concise here
mat why are there adwuma wasua ni yi papa wasua adwuma pa
mwana mo kire me sa pepe
me da se se wasua ni yi pa enti no we de ebe we shigas ni nyina se onim se team na wo ho no me girlfriend baako okay me wo two girlfriends wo ho Asantoa na afi Doris enti me pa cha kachiro mo se ye chi omo mame na kachiro mo se ye to mochi ye bompa ye momo ye wishi omo ye nim se team we ye team a ebetimi a surprise ye Africa wo ho te se the last Saturday na me ne wo ka wo baabi no enti omunye focus omunye committed na omo agenda no is on course first defeat the enye hwe you betimi bounce back and make from the group stage na afi bibia etimi akoso kama eno eye Matilda ono na oye media attaché edema Black Queens ewo Morocco ewo Wafcon kosi team no lusu enu ade but ye bompaye say next game na face next game crowds against Tanzania but Matilda the correction but say next game mum against Mali. Yes, against Mali. Inti Mali so wini omo enura game omo ne Tanzania bo omo wini by a goal to nil inti that match no ihia sa wini pa and Martin so assure and say ya dia per the omo ye ne plan any bibia ho no but Ike or say ye Mrs. Gifty or Warren Mensa on the uniho is recent happenings.
No, I asked you to ask her why.
No, but when you buy money, no,
but she didn't want bankers also no personal be any name happiness be
happiness. No, happiness say happiness ni say Ora Mrs. Gift.
And don't resign here.
Mensa when you buy money or esco ni so dey when you buy money. No, your deputy director Edema National Service authority no sikasem binti abanya otisu de tabo ato ne so menye sure say airport kro betimi etukwan akọ ene ye be charge na anesa ye ne ye be charge na no akọ enu nti me sure say enu nti na oni ho no enye sade a anka obewo ho na wadi girls nanim no ahwe ye nyina anim ne love for ema football ene national team footballers especially ema no ntina oni ho no Ike.
Okay, so we are just hoping for the best. Mata Kasa. Or see, I'm paying them shake up.
Yeah.
No, recovery.
Yeah.
No, watch now. My main training Friday. If I had it right.
Yes.
Friday, and I got born in next game against Mali.
Yeah.
Until me mojido girls nimu. Coach na me jido nimu, but that does not mean that he cannot surprise me. And Timber say, coach, or surprising me, and I know he will do that. In fact, I've said already. say Ghana and South Africa me who glimpses of good football from the girls. Inti me ojidi say Mali ni Tanzania. You be show mo. You be qualify for the next stage. And I want to say progress. So you do what they are. You be with teams are equal share near permutations because that's where we meet the big boys. And Americans the big girls.
Big girls, yeah.
Into Morocco, Zambia do qualify from their group, obviously.
Sure.
Nigeria qualify from their group any other. So quite a very good step for the Black Queens. The first game it was very difficult. But I say the most difficult group game first. And the following ones, no, at least many experiences in never be brave from the first one. So moving forward, I expect to see say your team they'll give up their best. Coaches coach came last. And so then the best they back to the table. On one just after the first game, no. On when who pressure if you Ghana for Abba, Ghana the fire born in India grow. From 2018, we've not been to the AFCON. Until there is pressure on this team to perform. Until the pressure ban so no. Until na yamfa Bibini coach and say Ghana ni ya will be anko. And ya kwa Bruni. The one before him was the Bruni Nora. And Ednaba, we believe some of my money ye chain or maybe more say no at this time. And Ednaba. In the end, accept anything mediocre from him going forward. I know now, see on the issue of the Black Queens, no.
Yeah, now, earlier on, you started a conversation. What you see, any coach, namely, me busane say or share team na who Sunday na are they ripe for Africa or say they are far. In fact, on put or say in clubs, we are behind 10 years. CAF interclub competition, you were 10 years. I don't know your reading of a year, sir, and semono. It's answer Emrano Korea Kwan, and half a young ma collescent so Emrem. That we are 10 years. Okay, I'm a catcher. Coach David Duncan so believe he said, on Umpudi or see we are behind 20 years. Your clubs,
They don't.
Yes, or say your clubs, or share investment. Any the kind of players are any their preparation planning bibiana we are behind 20 years. It's not good for our football, Ike.
Eddie, the only thing that can change it is investment, proper investment into the clubs. In fact, me player be Onya Kunya Ako Zimbabwe. Na a second division player and Oko. Your bumper say Biako Trua. You'll be earning around $3,000 a month. The small boy cry out of it. $3,000 a month. Sibiako Trua.
Every month.
Yes.
$3,000 Zimbabwe.
Second division, small boy. Second division.
Club no Kobo was Zimbabwe. Second division.
No.
Second division.
Small boy for second division. So what I want to say that on free premium, you'll be a board premium, second division.
$3,000.
Yes.
Busumi Bia.
No.
Or titi obenya biato ho.
Oh, na here no be.
Compared to your players here, why?
I need mom 2,000, 3,000.
Okay. Dollars now come.
Let me see this. So the difference is huge. The only thing about my say a game no, proper investment into your game no. You can proper investment that means omo mo di sika share ball nim. You see, your baller. I was say unya na anope care about the Simba situation. You must have people who are willing
almost $7 million every year.
$3 million coming from sponsorship and gate position and paraphernalia
and also the 4 million.
Now yes, our investments we are from a part of the world. You better say to me recoup some of these investments. And how do you recruit them? So you play well, get some best players and sell them out. So the value says cano. Ube recoup some of your losses are
investment.
Inti one year sounds the burden because every team like has a folk solely being financed by Togba Fede. As it stands now. Get place there by any idea into more you my year seeing new secretariat idea is investing into the club. Now it is time for the club. Say almost be share kwa me fast recoup some of this can. Let me what problem has to focus on structure morani no. Because you dey bia you can see say e bia mo dey work of a player bia am say Francis Ajete said then born from Bobby. Now for the Marco cast. Now yeah J over 100,000 Ghana cedis amamo. Now to Salim. Now some over $70,000. Bini. Just say into who ye they be a car and a airback club. They are not looking at ways to get players, sell them. No matter you could some of Omusikano. When the last time I had to folk a Tom player properly so called. Maybe a banner.
Yeah, Basel.
Yes, no, Zurich.
Zurich.
You see,
Barnier.
Into me 101 be every season, 1 be every season. A bit to me, I bought Eddie Free. Had to folk at the time I know more the Wilful Cobblers, the I think that squad no Thomas Abbey more that squad no almost all of them echo for free. Almost all of them echo for free, which was not good for the club at that time. Inti a Futu
went for free.
A Futu quote. For man a Futu crap.
Say Sunday no Accra Sports Stadium.
No, I didn't see.
No.
Me who video no say na after Jan Crown so tibi na you want say not
the other side.
Yes. Yes.
No muti where be.
Oh, okay, okay. Inti so for me Kotoko amu enye ripe yet for Africa. But it's not too late. Building blocks. Inti ube building in kakra said that we do be able say okodu no. But without proper investment and you can't want them that without you investing any investment jacket opens. Proper investment, you know, and then they say, and so the not Nipota ye pa Pep Guardiola. Proper investment. And to be say, until say Okoto Grealish 100 million, you know. Not Pep 100 million at 3 players. That is what I want for realize it. Until say, everybody will be also no. A person you marquee signing
30. Now the 40 be about
Abeshim
100.
Into Onya kakra netena kebi no ko fan kakra ba we kakra no de mo ba se no order mo improve you. But see a ball no any no proper investment. Obi we talk to player back 100 million but player no useless player. Na ko ball ka. Enti proper investment is not about you just spending but spending wisely on the right players. Spending wisely on the right players and I message from Kotoko any go stars no. Or say, you say almost spend it on the right place. Place which may deliver for you in Africa. But why bo across stadium we Oduko Africa be good team no. But where you who across stadium no.
Oh sir. Oh papa. Samba one omo ba omo boy. Ba Emmanuel entry.
Em do 10 minutes na game na end. But we dey go gina your friend is Bok Arab Stadium Egypt.
Now then na mubobia na mabo Egypt. Said the other clubs are
wait. We go na sec enim. E February sports we good team no. Asec
you
saw the last season in the Champions League. Don't underrate them.
Yes,
Don't underrate Asec.
I saw them.
Don't underrate them. Men go above you go start Simba be good team no. Okay, Yanga be good team no.
Simba ni Yanga mo Tanzania mu nyina.
Do be good team no. Boy we be good. No, but please why just this past Champions League, didn't you watch them?
I watched them.
Masa. Charlie, your teams, you know. I expect umbe lifty or game, you know. Now, my proper investment into and I place no one on my idea, no more opportunity, no. Like Michael Sefa for Kotoko.
Yes, you spoke.
You can't have Michael Sefa in your team and be crying and say we need defensive midfielder. And you're not training better than no team in the mono. Who are Michael Sefa or now who say who need holding midfielder with team number, then there's a problem. Basic player by all standards. And if you have a player like Michael Sefa in your team, or between boss center back, brilliant or one day or height or in fact one of the few defenders about to be the ball move your call in the pass started as a midfielder. Now Michael Sefa will also need holding midfielder there. Then there's a problem. Which must be solved. If you are not coaching the player one to BB. But you are ball pa there. You can't have to find your team and tell me say only defensive midfielder. It's when no more share. No omunsiesi no munye ni ye.
Una wo Port City. Obi se player ba ko a Kotoko ebetimi ahwe no eye Roland Makwi.
Roland Makwi.
I'm say oye defender, central defender formerly of Tema Youth and afi currently Obama Port City.
Oh, okay. Inti Port City don't play in Bruta. Koja Samoa, for instance.
Matese ba kokure tu kwan be se oko sa afi na obeko.
Opere bebe na beko. One be ebe heart cram ometo ko fa na Koja Samoa. Koja Samoa.
O se kotoko na ekwa Africa nti kotoko ni Go Stars e na nka.
Nti yes, nti
ye recommend.
Nti go de kotoko ni Go Stars. Koja Samoa. We say Koja Samoa enye new to your league we out of Lions that we bought Dreams that near there. We bought Media Makrada. And no call Japan. And we say go for any pusher. Into Japan buy no. And a pusher say Omrame Positive. Now ball of boy and second or buy no. Obi of share bia. In fact, in most of the games, Koja Samoa was the man of the match. He was in devastating form. Into such players, ball no onimu ball or left flat footer made like playmaker and kasa. Proper playmaker. And say players who are you don't look too far. And these are players who are explosive about no meet me boni ye. The teams they say recommendations for them. Your recommendations no more we are now so afetri akọhwe say indeed say players now fit into a profile now no dem akọ because Africa need we are no go Africa their prince. I think that is just a waste of time.
Eno Isaac Asempa na wote ne nka no kotoko a okọ Africa ho nkomo ani edidi fre 0551563916 and afi 0555657278 na onso fa wadwenkyere ebra show yi so na boame na yenchia ya fabulous ni musa ne se ye ba no sen ena ne ho etie ewo ho enura me ka se mefre no bibi intimentimi amfre no okoye no bibi besanka me pa intimentimi amfre no ya wadi emia pa
mia me ko hunu eni mani
nenye
mia me ko hunu ya daddy anye
miemfa we mpacho ye fro so free mfa
Prince, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Your friend me to me for every tema.
Pacho mo anu kwa yeti.
Pacho kata has pacho recommend the player on recommend the money team has because we know what you are doing.
Oh, there be nothing or recommending pa my house. And I me say
my own recommending my house. Oh, please, wouldn't be this time, young Kotoko supporters, we will not sit down for any presenter. To run our team down, and then you might be a Sunday match, neighbor, and a friendly match. Play on Fenunko or Nenebua, Mobile Show. Friendly match, even a deco. And then Africa, how they Africa. Friendly match, not players, no go, be practice your mom over Babes now, I can be.
And yes, sure, say Kotoko bo Africa omo more than the omo ball Sunday no
they will play more than that
me da say eno no so de na dwunkyere ba mpacho e fro say o frefre mfa
fresh
yes sir
o ya kama ka nyi papa o ye yi ka se te bola
ma mo anu ko e dimiti o
e nta mi si o ne ba ko ni papa e so se ko ni has match a record match fresh
o say
Otokoni has match. Match the record account to has match, friendly match in.
Say near supporter bia said you be who no. Enti ono so adwuntire no no. Because then a cup game ti untimi ka say a friendly. Ba ono no oye supporter sa no pese ohu no. Enti you do the kasane enko.
Masi mi da se that is some ba say o nyese or recommend play the Edia Makoto Kento. Ko ko Africa. O di Ghana din ene di ko Africa. On ko Africa ate ko nkwana mboa.
Me patcho ane. Oh we put there. Say onu put there no dey recommend ya ma ha so na me se kotoko na ko Africa enti emu hia moa enti o recommend ma omo.
O say yin na ya tiagete. The club Edina friends nation unity or tournament. Na support
enko ba say because the year die at ntino but enko na enko opinion o man na e and they struggle with only one slot no that the club no mo nya de o araboa
yes sir.
Africa African club boy friends FIFA club World Cup yeah the club said Champions League in different enga enti enko le sample ya ko enim o see na good players no me league no na asa am di chat boy senior players are said o mo tini nya side dey tini boys no na some be boy bi na kata de ben asipa no red basare
Benjamin Asare
even though I have to know, also keep on of that woman. Lot of amateur you should go at the channel. And the better my uncle 6 hours no. So you too.
Mate, medase. Eno ED of free tabora. Pacho your floor say now so.
Bonnie, make us have to come to one.
Bonnie Pacho mo anonko you.
And Pacho passe no meaning umfa manka or bobo ma heart. Say the point is no. We prefer also defend there or defend the good. And the guy where there, our time had the heart for as a way a word in academic way. One more my heart, let the be when you know so. Get a point is so defend the power. This so defend the Ankasaka to obey Anwako. Not the fact that say our Tama, our great car. I don't know quick, so I do a yarn and you have quick baby. The other one say,
Meso medase ente Roland Makwi ena na okane ho asem no se nka owo city de nanka we de hasefo nanka mafa no preko nanka bibia aye kama ye fro say na wo frefri himfa
hello
but ye fro say wo frefri himfa
then see atimpa nkuma ngili
ahi kasai na fru bia radio ni wona kasa na minti o Kasa ahi. Still radio no hard wachi wo.
Men radio no.
Sa. Kasa ne enko.
Ya to pa. The bag ko ko ni ya ma to ka radio. So kama tin dia no da sem. Ni ayina na mo pa de pada ma no mo mpenia. No kama tin dia. No man on be no mai. That's it.
Penso medase se wonso wode wadwenkyere aba yemre no aso anesa na ye sorry de happy kasebo the second sermon no ene ye de ba enei nana antwi bosiako the news IGP ene de ba na ansa no miemfa last one we ye for saying o frefre yefa
your friend DJ Asare me frefre
o ye last caller kasa 30 seconds for experience kasa ne enko
yo ya te kotokon ka samso ye ni players no mema your friend is saying obi en connect with dia maya but and so dan e dia be boni bisa say be connect play with dia maya no so dan ye ba sa but kotokon ye ni players abi good e do timi aton e dia ayewe na half ko de person ka join the next match be be bia yen supporters no ye be 11 ye de ko sha has to come on players no ye supporters no ye be say ye supporters no ye be match no ye play ko players no ko supporters and the match no the player has to because ye players no they has to be so once in you can the player show continue supporters no ye be match no any match be
Asare ye da se frefri so mechia so mfo nyina na sa bredi e man kan ye kura enye entwibo siako ene de kasebo second sermon eba eye abena asante me atini din ba ko bi ehadakam da foforo mebo ede ama we oni sisifia na emum owo moma pa ema so omo moma de eya mepe o masempa esan se ema omomoma no ema omanim eye fe pa ono ene de akan kasebo